Live and let die. Oh, hey, seriously? What's wrong with you, Licky? It's a beautiful day out here. Beautiful day. What's the high going to be today? The high temperature. Is it going to be 29 Celsius? Yeah. I was thinking about the beach next week because I think it's going to be not as hot next week. Boom shakalaka laka. What's up, Ritzy? I thought today was your. Hey. Hey, will you stop licking me, dog?
Hey, stop.
Huh?
Don't talk to her that way. She's a woman.
Don't talk to the dog that way because she's a woman.
Yeah.
No wonder she's messed. Anyway, I gotta watch what I say. Stop trying to kill me. I mean, unalive me. So much stupid freedoms taken away from the people. I've been summoned. What are you talking? Oh, okay. Phil Collins, my ninja. Hey, you can't say the N word in here, bro. What are you thinking? Ram says, "Good morning from Dubai." Yo, what's up, Dubai? I hope you stay alive. Just keep singing the song. Staying alive, staying alive. Brian, good morning. What's up, my man? Max says, "Hello, Mike and Eve." Hello. Hello. What's up, Max? Hey, man, we did a game yesterday. I was trying to find you. Let's see, but maybe we can do one today. Let's see, the N-word. Yeah, you didn't see that? Ritz. Phil Collins. He said, ninja. You know, the guy that puts the stuff all over them and carries the thing around, you know? My digger. Oh my goodness. Now you sound like it's the end of the world, Phil. You're gonna need somebody to dig the grave. No, it's not that word, bro. It's not that word.
Nigger.
Well, shh. You're not supposed to say that crap.
Why not? I'm Filipino. I'm sorry.
Whatever. He didn't say it. Ram says, enjoying your content from Dubai, manifesting freedom in Philippines, bro. That's awesome. Grab a shovel, my digger. Let's see. Ranger says, can you say that without offending anyone? I don't know, man. What can you say without offending anyone? I know Brian, right? I mean, you know, my buddy, he put the whole pig thing on his channel. You know, the whole what do you call it? The lechon cooking thing, because he had a birthday, and YouTube messaged him and said that he couldn't monetize with it. I mean, I think you know, I'm not gonna talk bad because I might get in trouble. But anyway, yeah, they wouldn't let him monetize. Ranger said, she just freaking offended my entire bloodline. I am so sorry. What do you want me to do? You want me to, what do you want me to do? I can't even say what I want to say. Do you want me to do? What do you want me to do, bro? I'm sorry, bro. Kids, man, kids. Let's see. It's all been a pack of lies. Herbs and animals are life. Legalize dreamfish. I probably have to figure out a way to mute that out of the freaking video or something. I don't know. I mean, maybe it wasn't exactly said. I don't know. Colorado River. Okay, legalize dreamfish. Somebody wants to make a statement. This is herbs and animals are life. They want to make a statement. Legalized dream fish in Colorado River toad, king toad, and yopo. And okay, that was enough. Anyway, y'all can read it. Country roads take me home to the place I belong, West Virginia. Yeah, so if y'all want to, if you stay around, we will do another game like we did last night. Have you seen this South Park episode? Apologies to Jesse Jackson, short Eve. Yeah, I don't know. I really don't watch TV. So yeah, I'll let her find it on YouTube. Apologies to Jesse Jackson. Let me screenshot it so I can remember it. Phil says, dude, do it because you love it. Fuck the world. Maybe when I get rich. In other words, never. Dude, if I was rich, yeah, I'd be like that. We belong together. Hey, chill.
Fighting at the bird.
I know. A dog goes crazy over birds. Keep the dog quiet. We are Charlie Kirk. Brian says, just find a segment on YouTube. Yeah, exactly. I will. Anyway, I like cookies. You're tripping, Mitzi. Phil says, you'll be rich when you're doing what you love. I enjoy what I'm doing, you know. I enjoy what I'm doing, so I guess this is going to make me rich. What else do us guys love? You know? What do y'all love so we can figure out what y'all are going to be rich at? Let me turn all messages on in case don't want to miss anything. Good morning from Kalinga, Luzon. What's up, Big Al in the Philippines? How you doing, Kalinga? I don't know where Kalinga is. Where the heck is that, bro? Let's see. Ritzy Ranger says, I love the chocolate chip. What kind of cookies, Ritzy? You are ninja rich. Yeah, I'm rich enough to eat some eggs and some bacon, so I'm doing good. Doing real good. This is my lunch today. Eggs and bacon. Anyway, I'm about finished. I hate eating in front of people, so I didn't want to start it too early. But I'm about finished. And be easier to talk and stuff like that. Big Gal says Kalinga province is 8 hours east of Baguio. Okay. If it's 8 hours east of Baguio, okay, that's yeah. So you're in the mountains. You have to pass through the rice terraces over that way. Well, actually, that's pretty far, 8 hours. So I don't know if you're in the mountains, but you shouldn't be too far from the mountains. Go to the beach. Phil, bro, I would take y'all on there, but I would lose signal. I need Starlink. Phil, buy me Starlink. And then I can do that. See, that's my problem, bro. Not only am I poor, all the people that watch me are poor. Nah, I'm just kidding. Not everybody. But anyway, she said, I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Who the heck is that one? Oh, that's Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah.
Billie Jean.
Billie Jean. She said that, because I didn't do it the way he does it. She said that I am the one, but the kid is not my son. Not a Falcon Ninja. All right, bro. Anybody want to play game? Put game in the comments. If I get 4 people to say game, then we'll do a game. Until then, we'll BS. I think I'm through with my food, pretty much. Maybe a little bit more egg here. Big Al says he's rich with love with his wife. That's that's the main thing. Being healthy and being happy. Healthy and happy. That's more important than money. But anyway, Big Al says I'm rich with love, my wife, and then Ritzy Ranger says Starlink available in the Philippines. Yeah. I went to the mall and they sell them inside the mall. Most malls, no. I just went to one mall that was selling it. Hey, will you stop, Licky? Brian says, did that house sell for $10,000? The one you told me about yesterday? No, that particular house was. I got a video on my channel, and it was this guy that I met, and he built the house. He had the house built. Yeah, he had the house built. And so it's his house. He wasn't selling it. It was just a house that he built. Been trying to get him to let me go back over there and do a new video because they were still working on things when I took the video. Let's see. Life is not a game. Life is not a game. Man, you should have told me that years ago. Ritzy Ranger says, oh, it's also available here. My friend got one last year. Phil Collins says, people are selling around the world with Starlink. Yeah, it's pretty awesome, man. It is pretty awesome. Okay, that's enough, Licky. Stop it, Licky. If y'all wonder who I'm talking to, this one. This one wants to lick me like crazy. Look at that. See? Stop, Licky. Ain't that so freaking annoying? Imagine if your kids were doing that, just you're trying to just sit down and they just keep licking your leg. Aye. Yeah, that's awesome, Phil. Man, that'd be sweet. Rizzy Ranger says it's $15,000 a month in our currency. Wow, that's a lot, dude. Half Panoy says, Brother Mike, what's up, Half Panoy? Dumagetti? No. No, Half Panoy. I am in, and then I have to deal with the pet toy being in the way. What the heck? But anyway, I'm not at my place. I'm in Mindoro, by the way. Someone asked me about Dumagetti. Half Panoy. Phil Collins says the third world is no longer a developing country. What the heck are you talking about? Are you talking about Skid Row? Skid Row is falling apart or what? Let's see. Life is like a box of chocolates, and we built this city on rock and roll. Somebody said they built a cute house 3 years ago. This was Big Al. Do. Hey, dude. Ace. That freaking ABC keeps putting out stupid videos. Anyway, I like cookies with coffee. Licky wants to go for a walk. Yeah, Licky wants to play. Ranger says, Papa, did you see the post I posted? Yeah, I commented on the other area, though. I couldn't comment in there where I was. Pogie says, yes, sir. Good morning, Sir Mickey. What's up, Mr. Pogie up in Subic Bay? How's everybody doing, guys? How's everybody doing? Sorry, I should probably say that more often. Pogie, the morning's fine, man. It's fine. Can't get any better than this. The weather is very nice. I was able to eat. So, yeah, health is decent, you know, at my age. Health is decent and everything. So, yeah, living the dream, man. Living the dream. Ritzy Ranger says, yo, I remember the first time of your streams. Yeah, they got, you know, I enjoy the playfulness and the craziness that I used to do, but some of the adults thought I was weird. You know, when you put a laundry basket on top of your head and then they're like, this guy, you know, but I had to do whatever I had to do, you know. I was like, whatever it takes to make it, you know, on YouTube and, you know, reach the point that I can survive here in the Philippines. You know, I was doing whatever it takes. So, anyway, yes, and I enjoy that kind of crap. I enjoy like hanging out with kids and doing weird stuff like playing tag, playing hide and go seek, stuff like that. I know, I'm old, and I get a lot of flack from that from old people. You know, but I'm sorry, I'm not into that kind of life. I'm not into, you know, just sitting in front of a TV and not having a life. You know, I'm just not like that. Anyway, Pogi says, it's summer already. Ritzy says, did you remember some of your live streams? Hey, we're in your roof while on the sunset. Did I go that far up? I don't remember if I went that far up. Because I'm worried that I'm going to lose signal up there. That's why I don't really didn't go up that far. I used to stay over here. But then we had to move to that other place. They kicked us out. They, you know, when I say they kicked us out, people think negative. But no, we had a free place to stay, and then basically they were, what the heck? How do you explain it? I don't know. Anyway, okay, I guess it is negative. Anyway, I went from paying zero. Come on, hurry up, make your noise. I went from paying zero in rent to paying zero in rent somewhere else. So, yeah. Big Al says, I did my first live stream today and need to learn the menu options. Menu options, bro. I do mine from the phone. Are you doing it from your laptop? Ritzy Ranger says, boom. Let's see. I'll check your stuff out, by the way. Go to your channel. Because I think I'm subscribed to you, Big Al. I think I am. Shout out to Big Al in the Philippines. I think I already subscribed, but you know, but I'll check you out since you came in and everything. See what you got going on. Mr. Star Ranger says, boom. It's hard to remember everybody that I'm subscribed to, man. Yeah, I'm 53 or 35, ever how you want to look at it. Sometimes I like to reverse the numbers. That does not mean that you are old. Jewish in the Philippines. You should do that, Phil. You should come over here and start a channel called Jewish in the Philippines. Big Al in the Philippines says, live stream from phone, and thank you, sir. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty simple on the on your options on the phone. You've got at the bottom here, you got this wheel. It's like thank you, appreciate that. This gear shift wheel. I live by a highway, by the way. That's the problem with living for free. I have to live right beside a freaking highway. That's loud as crap. But anyway, that gear shift, if you touch it, then you can change your filter for your chats. You want to make sure you're on all messages. Also, the people that come into your live, they should go there too, because sometimes if they can't see a message, it's because they don't have it put on all messages on the chat. Then over here on the right hand side, the things that we have, you have the mute button up at the top. with the microphone. You might already know all this stuff now, but I like playing with this one. I wound up playing with it the other day. Where's it at? Yeah, that's the one right below the microphone. This is the sly goblin. And I think people get annoyed by it. This is the problem. I don't think people like this, but I like it. I think it's funny. I think it's fun and funny. And then what else we got on here? Oh, you got at the very top, you could turn the camera around too. Ritzy Ranger says, Triple A man, I gotta go today. It is my auntie's wedding. Hey, make sure you stop the wedding. So tell her Mikey Pino is in love with her. Joke. Eve's gonna throw the phone at me in a second, probably. Let's see her phone that she has in her hand. I don't even know your aunt. But anyway, tell her Mikey Pino said hello. I'm kidding. Let's see. You're all green. Yeah, I'm starting to turn into the Shrek. Funny look, and thanks for the tips. You're welcome. The other stuff over there, I can't even remember what all the other stuff is for, bro. But anyway, maybe I should get rid of this look. All right, take care, Ritzy Ranger. Let's try a different one. Cringe. That's one Ritzy likes. I look like an old guy with dentures. Anyway, anybody want to play game? Put game in the thing while I'm playing around and acting like a fool. Cursed. Let's check out Cursed. Totally cursed, man. Even changed my glasses to blue. Did you know Ian? Any of you guys? Anybody in here? I miss that guy. He's a wonderful dude. What should I do? Should I do a ninja? Cartoon. This is cartoon here. I don't see any difference with this. I don't even know if they have a ninja. Phil, you want me to do a Jewish guy? Let's see. Oh, they have some stuff. I didn't see this. Lenses. We'll try this one. Horror TV. Do blackface. Scotty. Yeah, I have to look, see if they got it. Hey, Brian says, was there food left for you to eat when you returned home yesterday? When I returned home? Oh, yeah. They saved it. What did we eat yesterday? I forgot. Sycamore and corn. Oh, that was the chicken. Yeah, that was the chicken for lunch, and then I had sycamore and corn for dinner. Yeah, there was. Let me see. And thanks for Brian gave a super chat yesterday. I appreciate that, Brian. I don't know if it's super chat or super thanks. Also, yeah, Max, he was one of the people that started super chatting me. And there were some other people that I didn't even know who the heck they were. You know, back when my super chats kicked in. Let's see. Big Al in the Philippines says, how long have you lived here? I am on my 3rd year and have my 13A. I've lived here for almost 3 years. I don't know how many months, but it's 2 years and maybe 7, 8, 9, 10 months. I haven't really figured it up. But yeah, it's close to 3 years. I had to leave for about a year, and then I came back. Is that ice cream? I Yeah, I think I've been to your channel, and I think I remember seeing your wife on your channel, right? And I think you're not full of it, like some guys. Somebody, from what there's 3 people that I've tried to collaborate with, 3 YouTube vloggers. Actually, no, two, but one of them is just full of crap, going around talking junk. But dude, check this out. This wow, what the heck is that? Got flowers on the front. That's a different bike. I don't know whose bike that is. Yeah, so you've been here 13 years, 13A. Oh, I don't know what the heck that was either. Yeah, the 13A after getting married and stuff. So are you going to be a citizen? Hold on, 13A is like just for getting married, right? In the Philippines. The 13A, what do they call it? Visa, I guess they call it. And then you got the K1 visa, I think it's for the USA. I've looked into this stuff before, but it's been a while since I really thought about it. I decided I'm not going to make a big move unless I am totally wanting it, wanting that, like strongly, you know. But anyway, Pogi says it's more fun in the Philippines. That's right, brother. That's the tagline over here through the like the tourism commerce or whatever they call that. That's their tagline, man. It's more fun in the Philippines. Pogi says, Sir Mikey, what is your culture shock here when you first arrived? I've done about 3 videos on culture shock. But when I first arrived, okay, it's not a good thing, bro. It was not a good thing. Actually, I did a video about my first 30 days, and I talked about this. Now, when I got off the plane and I got in the airport, I mean, everything was really awesome. Everything was really smooth. And I was like sort of shocked because I was surprised how easy things was. So that is a good thing. So I guess you could say my very first impression was how easy, getting through the airlines, what do they call that, security and all that. Shoot, I forgot it. Forgot the name of it. Customs, I guess they call it. And so that was easy. And then when I got out and took the taxi, and then we're riding through the little town, as soon as we get out of the airport, we're riding through town. And this is over in Lapu-Lapu, over there by Cebu. So in Cebu, Lapu-Lapu, basically, we're riding through town, and then I start seeing how old things are. It's like sort of like this right here, I mean, just show you. Sorry, I looked at it like it was like an unusual and old area. Did y'all hear about me coming into the airport and all that stuff? I'm sorry. Crap. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't know where I stopped it at, but I've done like probably at least 3 or 4 videos on culture shock. I have my first 30 days video where I came in, and whenever I got to the airport, things were very easy on getting through. You know, I thought that was interesting that it didn't take forever to get through, you know. And then when I got to the taxi, then I went over and I saw like this really old area that wasn't like a nice or really clean area, and I was like, where the heck am I? You know, that's how I felt at first. And then when I got over to Cebu and everything, things totally changed. When I got to Cebu, I went from like, okay, we're like in a poor area, and then all of a sudden we were like in a rich area. You know, and it wasn't, you know, I don't care if it's poor or not, because I think a lot of the poor areas have better people than the rich areas. You know, I'm from a poor area. So, let's see, bro, good morning. What's up? Tommy Martinez, how you doing? Clueless, Cebu. Yeah, I was totally clueless because I didn't do any freaking research or anything when I came over here. It wouldn't be a live stream if Mike didn't mute himself at least once. Someone coach him. That's funny. I think we got Cebu boss man. Maybe he's trying to troll me or something. But anyway, someone coach him. Hey, what's up, home girl? How you doing, Mona Lisa has a smile. I did it different. Instead of lost her smile, Mona Lisa has her smile. Thank you. Appreciate that, the compliment. And Tommy Martinez says, I love your videos. Dude, you're awesome. I love you, man. Laugh out loud. Hey, and we will do a game in here if I get 4 people that put game, you know, if y'all want to. But anyway, you are it now. You are it now. Oh, man. Stop. I never want to have a big head, even though I do have a big head, actually. If you look at it, it's pretty big. Big Mikey, what's up, Glamorous? How you doing? How you doing? We got a game. We got 1 game in here. Gotta get 3 more. You have a kid? Yeah. He's like, do you have a kid? I'm like, yeah, I got a kid. Yeah. She just turned 30. She just turned 30. Yeah. So she's a big kid now. Let's see. Rip it and so on. Hey. How you been doing, Rip it? I haven't seen you in a while. I was like, Mona must be mad with me or something because she just disappeared. I commented on one of your videos, by the way. Anyway, we'll do a shout out for channels in here. We got Rip it and so on. Who else is in here right now? Give you a shout out if you have a channel. Big Al's in here. Hey, Big Al, I'm going to turn, I don't do like moderate forever anymore, but I'm going to turn you on temporarily as a moderator. And I'm going to turn Rip it and sew it on as a moderator. And if y'all want to connect, you can, you know. All you got to do is all you got to do is touch each other on the screen. And then you touch subscribe or whatever you want to touch. That was too much touching. It sounded weird. Anyway, I like your hair, bro. I do a lot of work on this, yeah. Yeah, I just got a perm. Do y'all even know what a perm is? Younger people probably don't. Going for a shave, haircut, and a massage for $125. Have a great day, everyone. Big Al, that's what I'm talking about, brother. Yeah, I'll leave it on a little bit, but I'm gonna turn the moderators off later. And so it's like a temporary moderation just to help y'all hook up. I felt loud touch. Let's see. Never Sweetheart, I tried to reply to it on the pink iron. Yeah, the music. I was like, is that pink? Be live all day. Man, I won the $90 iron. Wow. Congratulations. Congratulations. That's an expensive iron, bro. Let's see. Be live all day, says Tommy Martinez. And want me to be live all day? Oh my gosh. I have to charge my battery all day long. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. And Mona says, I do know what a perm is. My dad owned a barber shop. Yeah, that's because you're close to my age. But these young people. Accepted and thank you. Yeah, my mom, she got one. She got a perm. I remember. Yeah, that's where I got it from. And dude, oh my gosh, Brian. Brian, you just didn't sign up for the raw edgy videos. Hold on, is that Expat? Which Brian was that? I think that was Expat. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Anyway, just subscribe, Big Al. There you go. Got a new subscriber there, Big Al. If he's still in here. You have a mom. Yeah. No, bro. I was born without a mother. It was a miracle. It was crazy, man. Somebody opened the fridge one day and I just walked out as a baby. Let's see. I like your house. It's not my house, Tommy. Don't let me fool you. I'm just, this is all a trick. This is all a facade. I'm trying to look like I lived a life of luxury. We can see my house from here, Tommy. I'll show it to you, though. Let's see. Yeah, I know you're close to my age. We're not much different. So I'm 53. And Big Al says, Rip, thank you. And Activity Acidify Bridge. Oh, by the way, thank you, Brian, for signing up for the membership. Appreciate that. Yeah, help with the data. Yeah, I do have to keep buying data. I appreciate that. Mona says, because I was thinking about slacking off on that data stuff. So, yeah, you just give me an incentive, a reason to try to keep the data. I mean, I could go on Wi-Fi, but that makes it where I can't go out walking and stuff. Hi, Brian says just subscribe. Oh, subscribe to Expat. Okay, cool. What's your name? Rip. Oh, yeah. Her name is Mona. Brian. Yeah, both of you guys are in Texas. Mr. Pat says, morning, Mike. Woke up early here. Oh, I was going to show my real house. I forgot. It's over here. Show a picture of my real house. Yeah. So don't believe that I live in this fancy place. I'm so messed up in the head, right? I've hit the wires up there too many times. I tell you, if you're here in the Philippines and you're tall, you're probably going to get your head hit quite a bit because they made this place for short people. What'd you say, man? Oh, because I never stay still. Yeah, I'm going to show you an example of how they make stuff for short people here. Check this out. Here it is. Oh, I got to be careful. I might lose signal. But look, that sink is there, which is very low. That's not very tall. And then this mirror. So my head is always up here. I'm like, how am I going to see the mirror when it's down there? I used to spell Brian. But then again, for the short people, they got to deal with stuff in the stores too. They can't reach stuff. So I guess now I got to pay for that. I got to pay for all our stuff being too high up on the shelf at the stores. It's payback time, tall guy. Let's see. And I'm not that tall. I'm only 5'10". So I'm not like like 6 feet or anything. But over here in the Philippines, that's tall, 5'10". Back in the U.S., it's about average. Let's see, Mona. Let's see, y'all talking to each other. Used to spell Brian, brain. That's funny. You're gonna walk, Tommy. I'm worried that if I try to switch it over to Signal, because I'm on Wi-Fi, I might lose things if I try to do a walk. I might, the whole thing might totally crash on us. And yesterday it crashed on us, but that was because of my battery, because I was on here for like 2 hours last night. And then when that happened, I tried to come back in, but I only had like one person show up. What part of Texas are you, Mona? Let's see. I'll let you guys talk and try to pass all that. Cool. I get brain on my mail all the time. Well, used to I rarely get snail mail anymore. Galveston County, Brian. And Big Al says, I just invited a good friend here to your channel, The Quiet Expat. I haven't heard of that one. The quiet one. That would be an interesting live. I'm going to go to the live with The Quiet Expat. No, I'm assuming his is all about showing the Philippines, which isn't a bad idea, if it is. Yeah, I try to do videos like that where I'm not talking and I just show things as well. But everybody's different. You get so much wanting this, wanting that, so it's like, what do? I gotta do everything, basically. Big Al says, I just invited a good friend. Oh, yeah, we already said that. Scotty says, buy a bigger mirror, problem solved. That's the problem, bro. It's easy for people to say stuff like this that have money, But if you don't have money, you can't just say, buy this, buy that. Scotty, I hear that all the time, bro. The funny thing is, back when I used to have money, I never said that because I knew there was people that didn't have money. But anyway, Mona says, I love Galveston. Yeah, I bet it would be cool. It reminds me of that old song, Glenn Campbell song. Yeah, that's cool, bro. What's your name? Let's see, Mr. Pat, I'm sorry. Mr. Pat says, no worries, left a like, done my bit, fella. See you later. All right, Mr. Pat, have a good one. I don't know if Mr. Pat is the quiet one or not. Mike, I love the 5 o'clock shadow. Oh, thank you. Martinez says, my mom is kind. They give me load all day. Well, she's kind and she's fortunate, I mean, that's the thing. Yeah, she's kind and fortunate. I felt out quietly. Travel videos are my favorite. Brian says, regular guy used to do that a lot of cool travel videos there. He's cringe now. If I had to guess, Brian, I don't know. I haven't really watched regular guy. People talk about him a lot, but I haven't. And it's because I tried to just support people that I know are good, So I have some friends here, like Mike and Venus is one. Y'all know him. I think he's good. So anybody I know is good, I try to support those people. And I assume regular guy might be awesome. I've never met him, talked to him or anything, so I can't judge him at all. And matter of fact, I probably should watch his videos. It probably help me figure out some things. But when you said he went cringe, I'm assuming he might have did it for the money, maybe. I mean, because Like when I did that last video, it was about, what was it, Sunday? I did a video about what did I do it about? Scam, yeah. Where this girl was trying to scam me. When I did that video, because of the negativity in it, dude, it's like 5,000 views in 2 days and it's still going, because of that kind of material. So that's probably why he went from nice travel videos over to cringy stuff. I mean, anyway, a lot of stuff is about money. How much is my money? Let's see. Hello, how much is my money? How much is my money? Hello, you have money? How many of your money? I don't have much money, bro. Go to regular guy. He's the one with the money. Brian Tetspat says, I hear you, Mike. Have you spoken to Bama lately? Yeah, actually, I messaged him. You know Ian, right? Expat. The weird thing about Ian, the last post that he did, I commented on that post, and it was about the time that he disappeared. It was like, I don't know, it might have been 2 hours after his disappearance, And, dealing with issues. Well, I don't know. I mean, all I know is Bama's got something going on. So I commented to him yesterday, and he has not messaged me back. Or was it actually this morning? Yeah. But I did talk to him about 2 or 3 days ago. But anyway, I'm not going to say it's anything crazy. He might be just so busy. That might be his issue. I don't know, But, yeah, that's why he's not out doing much. Okay, let me get back to what people were saying, because there's a lot of comments coming in. Armani is 20,000. Drama sales, let's see. Okay, Scotty says drama sales, especially in the Philippines. Yeah, Maritis, right? It's true. I mean, I'm not going to say I'm totally against the stuff. I just try to be respectful of people. But I don't think, I'm also a freedom person. I believe in having all the freedom, but at the same time, respect people. Tommy says Armani is 20,000. I don't even know what you're talking about. Armani. Money by Pink Floyd. Country kind of crazy. What's up, Carrie? How you doing? I'm happy woman smoking. Country kind of crazy. You want to hook up on, basically Big Al in the Philippines. He's starting a channel if you're interested. Or I'm not starting a channel. He has a channel. Daryl says, how do you pick up girls as an introvert and shy dude? Need some help. All right. Well, I know Carrie's pretty awesome on advice too, because I remember she gave some great advice. And, I'm going to say what she said, actually. She said that, work on yourself. So working on yourself is very, very wise. When you work on your career or your skills and you work on becoming stronger emotionally and all the different things you can do to make yourself a better, stronger person, then you create value. And the girls want a guy that has value, So, yeah, that's going to be one thing. But I know a lot of people are like, well, I don't want to wait for that to happen, They're like, hey, I want a girl now, And so to get back to your point of you're an introvert, I mean, where's that message at? Did it disappear? Man, I don't even see it now. But I remember he said he was an introvert. I lost the message though. Have somebody hook you up. You know, if you want a simple answer, you know, and you're an introvert, you got a sister, you got a cousin. I mean, sure, you got cousins, you got family, members. You know, maybe a couple friends or whatever. You know, your extended amount of people around you, I'm sure it's going to be a lot. Maybe you don't have many close people, but they know people and they know people. So have somebody hook you up. Do a blind date. That's actually how I got married back when I was like 23 years old. Blind date. You know, so there you go. A friend of mine hooked me up. But yeah, build your confidence and all that stuff. Let's see. Daryl, just start out by saying hello. Yep. Yeah, that's another one too. That's a good idea. And if you just, you know, relax, you say hello and don't expect anything. Don't expect anything from yourself. Don't expect anything from her. Just say hello and just let the conversation flow. And just relax and think of little things to talk about. Oh, I like your shoes, you know, I like your necklace, you know. Or it's a beautiful day, or you want some coffee or whatever, you know. Just little small something, you know. Just little small things to keep the conversation going, just like you're hanging out with a friend. You know, and you're talking about whatever you're talking about. Maybe y'all talking about sports, but she might not have any interest in that, you know. So you could talk about, oh, what kind of things you like to do for fun, you know, stuff like that. Let's see, what else came in here? Scotty said, ha. And the Quiet Expat. Oh, the Quiet Expat's in the house. How you doing, man? Nice to meet you, bro. And Big Al's in the house. I'm 2/3 of the way to get monetized. I'll turn you on as a temporary moderator, Quiet Expat. So if you want to click on people, you know, and meet and not hook up, that kind of thing in the chat, feel free. And then I'm going to turn off the moderation later because I don't really want to have a bunch of moderators. Just have a few. When I started out, I needed a lot of moderators though, because we had a lot of trolls back then. So it just depends on how many trolls I have. Man, these birds are loud. Or Spike, Scotty's a bad boy. Yeah, don't do what Scotty said. Daryl says, besides lumpia, pancit, and fried chicken, what other foods do you like? I like kikiam. I like menudo. I like liver adobo, chicken liver adobo. Crispy pata. Yeah, crispy pata. And there's a lot more stuff, but I gotta keep going. Well said. Let's see. Quiet Expat. And your kid have a house? No, she doesn't. She stays in an apartment. Brian says, I'm going to head out. All right, Brian, take care. Thank you for coming in. Have a good one. Mona says, Daryl Q is the person asking Mike. Daryl Q is the person asking Mike. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, I just answered that. Okay, Daryl Q. She tells me she is allergic to... Oh, okay. I see what you're saying, Mona. Daryl, yes. Yes, it is a thing. Yes. Quiet Expat says exactly right. The word hi is never hurt a person in the world. My advice is don't rush it over her. When the time is right, it will happen. Yep. This is good advice too from The quiet expat. Hey guys, you new expats that came in here, quiet expat, the other one, I think he's already gone. Anyway, how old are you guys? I am 53, soon to be 54. Country kind of crazy. It says all women like birds and butterflies. That's funny. Quiet expat says nice to meet you, Mike. And Scotty said jerk lung. Tommy Martinez says we are alone. My mom is working and my dad is working too. I know one person told me, you know, one of their mom was a OFW, and I also had another young guy in high school who said his dad was always trike driving, like all the time, and his mom was an OFW, meaning they're like working overseas, you know. So I felt bad for these kids that don't have parents to raise them, you know. I'm 7 years old. Hey, Tommy, were you the one in Leyte? I remember you were in here yesterday. I think somebody told me they were in Leyte. Anyway, we didn't have 4 people say game. Beautiful day out here. I'm going to turn the camera around for a while. Yep, beautiful day out here. Like the other gentleman. Oh, same thing. Okay, we're all the same age. We're all 53 going on 54. I guess me, you, and Big Al. That's wild, man. I see your mom. You see my mom? 7 years old. Where's these birds at, man? There's the birds. The birds are out here playing around. Big Al's older. I think he was talking about us. Oh, okay. Oh, shoot. Yeah, so me and you are the same age. So quiet expat, what's your name? My name is Mike. So what's your name? Nice to meet you. Let's see, who else is in here? Rip it and sew it on. I hope you're having a good day today. Says, wow, look at the heart. And Scotty says, Mike, watch the topics. Not sure if you can get age restricted because a 7-year-old is watching. Well, part of it is that you put that your channel's not for kids. So that's telling the kids, you know, not to be in. But yeah, you're right. That's why we try to cut stuff out like that. And we also, I don't really talk and drink and smoke and all that kind of stuff on here because I try to be a family channel. But you're right. So we do have to be careful. Let's see. Quiet expat says, nah, Big Al's older, I think. Yeah, I thought he was too, but I didn't want to say anything. I was like, are you sure he's that young? I think he looked older. But anyway, catch the bird. Let's see. Catch kind of crazy. You should put a 18 plus disclaimer on your videos so you're protected. I've only had to do one video like that, the 18 disclaimer, because I don't never have any bad stuff. But these lives, maybe I should put something like that on my lives. But I don't want to also not allow young people to come in at the same time, because You know, I don't have a problem with young people. Young people could technically still come in, but the disclaimer can save your butt. Yeah, I've got it set up where it's not supposed to be for that, but on my lives, I'll check into it. I'm going to check into that, Carrie. Thank you. Matter of fact, I'll screenshot it because it's important. Try to remember it and take a look at it. You know, I've been doing this a year, and I've got like, 800,000 videos, 900, almost 900,000. Haven't had any issues. I mean, the only issue I've had is, some music, that popped up, and I had to get rid of it. The Quiet Expat says, Tom, Rip It and so on says, on my Scotty 34. Max says, hey, Mike. What's up, Max? How you doing, man? And we got 2 Maxes now. Scotty says, some trolls do it on purpose. Yeah, I'm used to that, bro. That last video I did about the scam, I had so many freaking trolls in there. It was crazy. Insane. Do I have a car? And I got a truck, but it's in the USA. I don't have it over here. And it's an old truck. Paid for, though. You are recording night? Recording night? I don't know. Daryl Q said, did that girl ever find the phone she lost? Dude, after I left, after I ended it with her, I never talked to her again. Yeah. Never, so I don't know. Let's see. T Chong says, hey Mike. What's up, T Chong? Oh, I'm sorry. Not is that T or T-O? I think it's T-O. It's hard to see. It's T-O. I'm sorry. T-O Chong. Hey, how you doing? Nice to meet you. And Carrie says, if a child tells you their age and you continue to engage in the conversation, you're bound by local laws. Okay, but what did I say that was bad? I don't think I said anything bad. Let's see. Heck no, 100% scam. Yeah, it's amazing how some of these people would say it wasn't a scam. The Quiet Expat says, hey, 2 questions. You stay over here year round, and what are you drinking? Looks like juice bar. Yeah, these I can buy a pack of these, a box of these. Get like 10 of them for about 90 pesos. So comes out to about 9 pesos each. And that's what I use for lunch and dinner. It's pineapple juice, but you can get different flavors. You can get pineapple, you can get apple, grape, a bunch of different ones. Like we used to get back in the U.S. when we were younger. I need some of them. Yeah, it's quite a bit too. It's 250 milliliters in this one. If you get the one that says big 250, the smaller ones you only get 200 milliliters in them. Hi Mike, what's up Daniel Park? Welcome back. Tio says it's okay, brother Mike. How's where you at, Tio? Hi, and how you doing? Tommy Martinez says, what are you drinking? Yeah, just said it. Juice. Yeah, it's real pineapple juice. At least I think so. Oh, I like that. That juice goes great with gin. That's coming from Scotty. Country kind of crazy says that look good. Yeah, it is. It's tasty. I mean, 9 pesos. 9 pesos is only like 15 cents American, maybe 16, probably about 16 cents. And that's tax included in the price. So yeah, all I need is one for lunch, one for dinner. Let's see, Rip It and so on says, put it in the freezer and freeze it for a hot day. I see. Yeah, we do that. We do that too. Actually, I haven't like totally froze it, but I use, get it icy cold. But yeah, I ought to try that. That reminds me of those Minute Maid. You know what I'm talking about, Mona? The ones that you put in the freezer, the Minute Maid popsicle things, and then you cut the paper off of them, and then they're like a popsicle, but it's real fruit juice. Yeah, I can try that with this. Like have it totally frozen and do it like that and see how it tastes. That's a good idea. Daryl says, I want a 8 or 9 model type girlfriend. Am I being realistic or just a dreamer? I guess you're talking about in the Philippines. I mean, I think you're looking at it the wrong way. you know, Man, hold on for a second. I gotta have something. You're making me think too much, bro. We'll call this candy. Anyway, Tommy says, "Let me see your kid, please." My kid? My kid's in the USA. Oh, getting back to that 8 or 9 model girlfriend. Okay, don't do that. Don't go after a girl because of looks, man. Can you do it? Yeah, you probably can. I mean, yeah, she's probably going to want stuff from you, materials, money, stuff like that. You know, but don't go that direction. Go with what really makes you happy. You know, is it going to make you happy that you're just with a beautiful girl and that's it? You know, what if she's dumb as a box of rocks? What if she's mean? Mean as crap, you know? Don't go that direction. I mean, or make sure she's, good, and if she has the looks on top of it, then that's icing on the cake kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, you probably could, and if she's mean, she is going to be after the money. Go for the other stuff first, and then, that's the main thing, because then maybe you have somebody that's not going to try to take all your money from you. Let's see. Tommy says, "Let me see your kid." Oh, I already said it. Zesto, the drink. Yep, yeah, man. I had that bread pan this morning too. The quiet expat says, "I've noticed that the juices over here taste a lot better." Exactly, they do. I'm glad you pointed that out because I didn't think about saying that. But yeah, you're right, bro. And don't taste the sweet. Exactly. Same thing with like sodas, man. The sugar in our sodas is a lot less than the sugar over in the U.S. I think it's tied to the medical system. There's my conspiracy. If you don't understand, let me know. I can explain it. Yes, exactly. Freeze it all the way. And Tommy says, "Let me see you." Hold on. We already went over that. What's up, sir? How's Philippines for you? Awesome. Toronto dump. It's awesome. How are you and where are you from? So it says double tap. Good advice. Yeah, double tap the screen if you have it. Country Kind of Crazy says, "I don't want a boyfriend, just a boy toy. So I'll definitely chase down looks and hope he's dumb as a box of rocks." And you get some of that. You get some of that transactional thing. I've seen guys say this, that they just want that girl and give her, take care of her kind of thing, So, yeah, I mean, if that's what you're into. For a guy, it's a transactional relationship, basically, that they're talking about. And I've seen that over here, too. And that's what you're into. There's nothing wrong with it. And matter of fact, I think it's sort of smarter for a girl because they don't want to get emotionally involved and get hurt because they're more emotional tend to be. Let me add that. because I could probably get in trouble if I don't say tend to be. It's ridiculous I have to say that, but yeah, that's the big thing about ladies is they get tired of all the crap that they put up with. Daryl Q says city and I don't blame them. City or province girl, tough choice. Yeah, I think it's all about the right girl. I don't think it's about city or province. I think it's about the right girl. I've had good on both sides. I've had great on both sides. Let's put it that way. I've had great city. I've had great province. And I've had horrible province. I'm trying to think about city. I don't know if I've ever had. Yeah, I've had a horrible city too. I've had horrible and great on both sides. The Quiet Expat says province girl all the way. A lot of guys will say this. The province girl all the way are starting. Oh, girls are starting to get westernized. I'm sure there's still some great ones. I will say this, let me disappear for a bit over here because my girlfriend's a province girl and I don't want her to hear. Now she'll probably go to my live and watch it. But anyway, province girls will treat you like a king. You can find a province girl that would treat you like a freaking king. And I think some of the city girls aren't too bad either because a lot of those city girls come from the province. And if they haven't been in the city very long, then you can consider them a province girl. If they just got to the city. Okay, now we'll go back over here out of the sun. Ouch. Tommy says, my dad not come back. Sorry about that, brother. Grow up. I'm not gonna chase a girl. Yeah, I don't really believe in chasing girls. I believe in just meeting halfway. She likes you, you like her. Don't chase her, because girls are gonna say, I'm not gonna chase a guy. I've never heard a girl say that she'll chase a guy. I have seen it though, but I've never heard her say that she would. I've heard guys say, pretty much say they would. They'll chase a girl. They didn't come out and say it, but they were obvious about it. Quiet Expat says, not really a conspiracy. I'm with you on that one. We got so many things in the U.S. and the foods that were harming us. I think just to keep the medical field making more money. Yeah, they make a killing. I mean, they make a lot over there. They make an unaliving over there. Toronto Dump says, yo, daddy went out to get the milk. Country Kind of Crazy says, Tony is trying to trap you. Oh, you're talking about Toronto Dump? Yeah. Yeah, he probably is, man. Tommy. Oh, you're talking about Tommy. You think? No, I don't think so. I think he's. I get a lot of the kids here in the Philippines. You'd be amazed. You'd be amazed, Carrie. You come over here, these kids are going to go crazy over you being a foreigner. They're going to be smiling. They're going to be wanting to talk to you. It's going to be insane right now until they become more westernized, like my friend here was saying. Especially if you seem like a really friendly, nice, fun type of person. The kids here are incredible. They really are. Daniel Park says, bye, Mike. I'm going to go back later. All right. Have a good one, Daniel. Take care. Stay awesome, bro. Daryl Q says, Mike, does the extreme poverty pull at your heartstrings? Definitely. I was in McDonald's crying one day when it was like my first year. And where did I go to? Yeah, I came to Cebu, but then I went to Manila later on, and I saw even more poverty in Manila area. And there was this little girl, and she was very, very, very skinny, and she was very dirty, and she looked she looked bad, you know. And she was in McDonald's, walking around, but she seemed to be shy. She acted like she didn't seem like the kind that was trying to scam people. If they're not too shy, then they're probably scammers, you know. And the thing that made me so sad about it was thinking about where are her parents, you know, because the girl she was young, 8, 9 years old, maybe something like that. You know, not just to see the situation she was in, but I was also like, where the heck are her parents at? And I was crying about it, and you know, just thinking about it right now, you know. But the thing is that you know, yeah, I gave her some food, and this Filipino couple, which was older Filipino couple, gave her a bag of food. And they were extremely nice to her. The food that I was eating, I gave her like half of what I was eating. And then they gave her a bag of food. And you see a lot of stuff like this. So you can't, you know, you might be the kind of person that wants to help people, but there's a lot of people to help. You know, it's just impossible. Let's see, where were we at? Daryl, yeah, I already answered that. Looks so sad. The board-in homes lack of clean water. You know, I mean, you got stuff like this in every country, though. You do. You have it in every country. It's not that bad over here, but there's a lot. You know, but if we go down into the city areas in the U.S., I'm sure we can find a lot there too. I happen to be in one of the biggest cities in the world, you know. Manila is one of the biggest cities in the world. Scotty says that YouTuber Sim liked kids also. How's that working out for him? He didn't just like kids. He didn't just like kids. That was more than liking kids. Quiet Expat says, yeah, and you know, the thing about Sim, I didn't really watch a lot of his stuff, so I can't comment and judge him. But I think he went too far with some things, you know. And I think the problem is he was young. You know, he didn't know any better. You know, he was being stupid. I mean, you don't do the things that he did. I'm not saying I didn't. You know, I don't think his stuff was cool. I'm not going to say I don't think it was cool, because I think he might have did a lot of stuff that was cool. I mean, maybe, I don't know. I don't know a lot about him, but I think he tried to keep things real. That's what I like about him. Let's put it that way. I think he tried to keep things real, but he also, sometimes you're thinking something, don't mean you need to say it. Let's put it that way. You know, that's his problem. He wasn't wise enough to not be stupid. Man, this is like an emotional roller coaster. Y'all got me all over the place. The Quiet Expat says the kids love to interact with us. I've had some great occasions interacting with kids, children. We have a local I call peers. There's always children down there swimming. They'll come up and talk to me. Yeah, all the time, bro. They run up to you and they're wanting to like hang out with you and stuff. I am going to say this though. I want to give a warning. Don't be chilling out with kids and not have like the adults around, you know. because you never know, you never know what kind of scam could be put on you, you know. It goes both ways. Be nice and everything, but just don't be too overly nice, kind of thing, is what I'm saying. Gotta be careful. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm busy eating, and sorry so much. I'm busy. Eat to meet you. Busy to eat to meet you. All right. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna. We play spades here. We got one of the kids here, young person. She plays spades with us. I'm not gonna be in a room by myself with that kid playing spades. You see what I'm saying? I'm gonna be with me, her, and the family playing spades. And we got Mary. Oh yeah, Mary says, "Hi, Sir Mike." Hey, what's up, Mary? How you been? Mary also has a channel too, guys, and if y'all want to support her. In-day ballad vlogs. Also, it's called. You want to put it? you want me to say it? Let's see. Daryl says, Who are your favorite expat vloggers you watch?" Just the people that are friends with me. That like Mike and Venus. Ian was a friend. He's passed away now. Mary here in the chat, Desert Channel Explorers, but he's over in Africa. Anybody that comes in here and supports me, I try to watch them sometimes. I try to, but it's tough, when you're trying to put out content and trying to make some money and trying to survive and trying to stay in the country and all that kind of stuff. But that's the only ones that I care about. Hey, Mary, I don't know if you want to say this. Have you ever met any vloggers that were jerks and you like to call them out? I have. I met some vloggers that were jerks, and I don't mind calling them out. Anyway, Master Jan says, "How are you, Mike?" Hey, Master Jan, nice to meet you. Where you from? Scotty says, yeah, Scotty ghosted me. He's one of those. I mean, nobody likes his stuff either. I mean, it took him, 5 years to get the subscribers he has or whatever. I mean, he's, I'm not going to say he's the worst creator. I'm not going to say that. But he's definitely not the nicest. The Quiet Expat says, "My girl's always with me, kind of a safety blanket." And a lot of vloggers will tell you how much he sucks. Not just me. Yeah, Quiet Expat, yeah. Same way, my girl's always wanting to be there too, unless I'm working by myself, kind of thing. Mary says, "Oh wow." Tommy likes the dogs. Rio says, "Hi, Mike." What's up, Rio? How you doing? Where you from? Master Jam says, "How are you, Mike?" I'm doing awesome, bro. Noose says, "My name is Mike too, brother. How are you?" What's up, Noose? How you doing? And where are you from? Not yet. She says, "Not yet." Yeah, that's, for me, I go out there and try to collab and connect with people, that kind of thing. So I'm a little bit different. Have I met Gio? Nope. Never met him. Can't say anything about him. Have never met him, talked to him, nothing like that. But he's been around a long time. I do know that. Inde says, "When we meet, we never do vlogs, even picture." Hello, everyone. Here in live stream, coffee time. And that's from Mary and Day. Let's see. Daryl Q says, honest comment. You would get more views if your girlfriend joined you in the videos. Has she considered being more in the videos? She doesn't really like being in the videos, and she's been in a little bit, you know. But like you said, more, yeah. But you know, there was one actually I did the other day, and I even put it on YouTube, but I didn't make it public because it was me and her. We did a video together, and I did one that was just me and her before, and I didn't post it because it was about the blood moon thing, and it was about some other stuff, and it was like at the last second. And so I was like, it's not going to make any sense now. It's going to be too late. So I was going to post it at the last second. So yeah, don't exploit your women for views, just saying. Exploit your women for views. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, bro. You know, I think... I don't think you should force. I don't think you should force the person into it, you know. But I also want to present reality of life, you know, because some people are like, this old guy ain't even got a girl, like that one dude that I can't stand. And you know what? Speaking of Ace, ABC, have you ever seen him with a girl? Or even a lady boy? Let's see. Because like I said, I don't know. I don't watch the guy. I don't really. I watched a little bit, like that much of his stuff, and that was it. The Quiet Expat says, I agree, Scotty shouldn't explain women, especially for views on YouTube. I think I've had my girl maybe one of my videos, maybe two, because she did one all by herself at the church. You know, I've been wanting to do something on the religion here as well. But anyway, I'm not smart enough to talk about the religious stuff here myself, so I need somebody else to do it. Let's see. Daryl says, "No, we want to be successful Filipino-American relationships." And Mary says, "Some people like to be in videos. They want used to it, like my partner too." Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, that's why if I try to have somebody in video, I try to see if they're like an outgoing personality, like an extrovert, that they might want to say, yes, let me be in your video. Because some people are like that. They want to be in every freaking video, have their phone out, taking pictures, doing all sorts of crap. Subscribers is... Yeah, it's almost 2,400, yeah. Almost. I think I need like 5 more or something like that, yeah. Anyway, Quiet Expat. Where were you located? I think the last guy that said you were coming, he was up near Baguio. He said 8 hours to the east of Baguio. Are you over in that same area? Oh, man, Mary, you're too nice. Thank you, Mary. Appreciate that. Thank you for the super, whatever they call it, thanks or whatever it is. Yeah, super chat, super thanks. I can't never figure out which one is which. But thank you very much. Mary, she's wonderful, guys. Mary Be Fit. Ain't that the name of the channel now? It used to be Mom Be Fit, but I think it's Mary Be Fit now, I believe. Daryl Q says, thanks again. Thank you, Mary. I appreciate that very much. Hope you have a wonderful, awesome day, man. Enjoy the weather, everything. Daryl Q says, what happened to Mike the Philippines? Heard he has been having a rough time in his life. Hold on, Mike the Philippines? Dude, we got so many Mikes over here. Which one are you talking about? Mike the Philippines. I don't know that one. I know Mike and Venus. I know the NPR guy. But I don't know Mike the Philippines. For Pandasol. Yeah, I'll definitely be buying Pandasol. With that much, I can get Pandasol and coffee. Yeah, I get that Baracco coffee for like 10 pesos. And the Pandasol, yeah, I usually get about 40 pesos a day of Pandasol. Mary Fit. Oh, it's just Mary Fit. Okay, there you go, guys. She is I don't like to say the beautiful words, all that kind of stuff, because it just feels weird. But she is a Filipina. And if a Filipina, as a Filipina, they are some of the most beautiful women in the world. Let's put it that way. I think Southeast Asia has the most beautiful women in the world. From Malaysia to over here. Can't really say about Indonesia, but I'm thinking about Malaysia and Philippines, actually. I think they're the most beautiful women in the world. Aaron says, hi. What's up, Aaron? Cho. Hey, how you doing? Where you from? Daryl Q says, Mike and Janet. Yeah, I don't know them, Daryl. I've never seen these people at all. Yeah, you talking about Scotty, the retirement Mike. Yeah, I have watched him like one time, maybe two. And basically maybe about 2 minutes. Yeah. I watched that one for about 2 minutes. Not my thing, bro. It's that is not my thing. You know who I think is pretty cool? I'll tell you in a second. Hold on, let me catch up with the comments. Who's your favorites, guys? Who is your favorite vlogger? And I think I'll tell you my favorite vlogger. I'm just trying to think if it's my favorite one or not. I think this person is my favorite vlogger as far as Philippines goes. Anyway, we got the Quiet Expat says Okoye, Cebu. Oh, okay, you're down in Cebu. Gotcha. Southern Cebu. Okay, I bet it's awesome out there. Beautiful place. I just went to Cebu City. I didn't get out that far. Oh, thank you. You're welcome, Mary Fit. And Daryl Q says vloggers who do street interviews also get a lot of views. Yeah, I mean, if you're going to do that thing, just stick with it. You know what I mean? Because I do some of that too, but I jump around. And if you are focused on that kind of thing, then people are going to really seek you out. Quiet Expat says he's down in Dumaguete, Mike, in the Philippines. Okay, he's an older gentleman. He seems okay. Yeah, I do remember seeing this person, but I don't remember. I don't remember him. You know, I might even watch one of his videos. I can't even remember. But yeah, I don't really know him. And honestly, I haven't been a big in the loop guy with a bunch of vloggers. I really like chilling out with locals and stuff like that. Okay, you like Kuya Kirch. He's a food vlogger. Okay. Okay, I'll tell you who my favorite one is in a second. Here we go. Hi, my dad. What's up? How you doing? Why not? Joseph Eggback says troller. My favorite one is Filipina P. You know, that was like the only person that I looked at before I came to the Philippines was Filipina P. I thought she has a lot of great information. Back then, you know, I don't really watch her anymore, you know, but because I don't need to. You know, I'm living the crazy life out here. But back then, she put out a lot of great information. I don't know what she does now. I don't know if she does it very often or anything. I never go to her channel anymore. But yeah, I thought she was great, and she's attractive, and she was funny. Yikes! She was entertaining, and I really liked Ian too, and Randy. Yeah, Randy. Yeah. Let's see. Quiet Expat says, Mike, but I do need to check out the regular guy. Everybody talks about that guy, and I never really watched him. And I will say, before I came over, I did see one more person. I watched maybe 2 of his videos, maybe. I mean, barely watched him at all. And that was Gio, you know. You know, those 2 they've been around a long time, Gio and Filipina P. So, yeah, back then I didn't watch much of her stuff either. I watched some of her stuff. I watched maybe 2 of Gio videos, maybe. And, you know, they were educational type things, you know. So, yeah. Filipina P is your favorite. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Yeah, I could say that. What about you? Hold on, Daryl Q. What did you say? Yeah, I don't know if she's got any updated videos or anything. You know, I don't know about that. But yeah, I liked her. Okay, Quiet Expat likes Old Dog Paul for information because he is a liaison with the Cebu Consult. Okay, I know what Old Dog Paul looks like, but I've never watched him. And I barely watch vlogger videos, you know, so I can't say, you know, I was like crazy about any of them. But yeah, she would be my choice. She's attractive, exactly. Yeah. And does the more provocative stuff, of course. She gets views, subs. No real content to me. No, she's educational. Her stuff was educational, and it was, you know, like Philippines view, you know, of things. Like, she's going to tell you how Filipinos think and stuff like that. The Quiet Expat says it's gorgeous and quiet down here. I got a beautiful white beach, 210 mile. Oh yeah, down the street nobody's ever at. That's awesome, bro. That's perfect life right there. Sub notification. Daryl Q says, I made the guess before you told us. I knew it. Yeah, you know, for somebody that don't even care about watching vloggers, yeah, you know, say, hey, wow, who's this girl? Yeah, check her out. You know, because I really didn't care about any of that, man. But then I checked her out because she was hot, and then I was like, oh, she's teaching some stuff. And I think she did good. I mean, I thought she taught about a lot of stuff. I mean, she's got a lot of videos out there. Mike and Venus says, true, he doesn't even watch his friends. Mike and Venus, I've been talking a bunch of good crap about you guys, right? I've been watching your shorts lately, as a matter of fact. I haven't commented in them, but I've been watching them. Let's see. You need to watch your competition, LOL. Competition. Who's my competition? Competition. Who is my competition? Notification says Lomo cards. Oh, I remember Lomo cards. This is notifications, Lomo cards? Okay. Welcome back, bro. Brian says, have you been swimming with whale sharks? Yeah, that's down that way. Boss, where are you from? I don't see it as competition. Plenty of space for everyone to vlog. Yeah, I don't think of anybody as competition. I think it is good to like check out other stuff to try to get ideas, that kind of thing. But I can't think of anybody being competition. I can think of some people that I can't stand, and I can think of some people that are really awesome. But I don't think of anybody as competition. And once again, Mike and Venus, in this live, if you want to rewind it, I've said that I like you guys and said you guys are awesome. Let's see, plenty of space, but I only have 2 eyeballs. Yeah, that's the problem. You don't have time. You know, I've got a I've got a couple of good friends here that I've spent time with and everything, and I'm definitely going to try to treat them very good because, you know, we've hung out together, you know. So the more time I spend with somebody, that kind of thing, you get tighter, and they create a video, I'm going to try to watch it. But not even just here in the Philippines, people outside the Philippines too, you know, that come into my chat, you know. Getting teary-eyed. No, I'm his brother. Yeah, Mike won't even come and see me, man. Mike, you know what Mike told me? He said, I'm never going to you. He said, I'm never going to you, Mike. I even had to go out and get his name in order to get his attention. You know, I went out and said, can you make me a Mike too? And, but he told me, he said, where you at? And he said, I am never going to see you. You have to come to me. And I even said, hey, dude, I can meet you over here. And he's, you know, close to him. It wasn't that far from him. And he was like, no. You have to come to my house. You have to knock on the door. You have to wait at the door for 3 minutes. And we might come and open it. Let's see, the quiet expat says, Brian, Texpat, let's see, I haven't gone yet, but I'm very close to where they do it, so I can just take the boat down there. I plan on, and I see Fred pop up all the time too, and I never watch any of his stuff, even though I think Fred Farrell, I think he's a great guy too, you know, just like Ian. Me and Ian, we used to cut up quite a bit though, you know. He was You know, he was very supportive. Brian says, awesome man. And Daryl Q says, what kind of life can I have on 3,000 a month? You can be like a king here at 3,000 a month, man. Like a king. Is anybody in here in the Philippines living off of more than 3,000 a month? Did anybody in here spend more than 3,000 a month and you're in the Philippines? I don't even spend 1,000 a month. I don't even spend 500 a month. Mike Venus says, hi. Scotty says, Mike, if you want to grow, honestly, you will have to go with what sells. It gets views. Well, I have been growing. So, and I've been doing it, you know, the way let's see what else you said. And get some more views. You can do that without selling out. Can do that without selling out. But yeah, I've been growing. And, you know, me and Mike and Venus have been sort of like on the same path. We started close to the same time. He started a little bit before me. And so I think it took him about a year to get 3,000 views, you know, somewhere close to a year. And I'm going to be close to a year when I get 3,000 views. Both of us will probably be about maybe 13, 14 months, something like that, 15 months maybe. So about 14 months. Did I say views? I meant subscribers. But anyway, we just constantly work and we constantly get there. And if you know some magical, amazing trick, sure, say it. But that's how it is, man. That's how it is. I think some of it does have to do with luck. You know, some of it has to do with that. Like my friend, he had this huge person share something of his, and then boom, his video exploded. It went viral. You know, he didn't ask him to. He just got lucky, and some person did that. Let's see. Mike drive right past my house. Not even, bro. Tommy says, my feet is bloody. Sorry, man. What are you doing with bloody feet? I tell you, I get all sorts of weird stuff up in my chat, man. What are you doing with bloody feet, Tommy? Dude, get some help. Didn't stop. Hey, unfortunately, I did that to Ian. And I was about to stop and it was too late. I'd already passed by him. And I was like, well, I'll go to Manila, and eventually when I'm in Manila, I'll wind up seeing Ian eventually. That's what I said, bro. And yeah, unfortunately didn't get that chance. You know, sometimes we just don't get a second chance. The Quiet Expat says, I'll answer you, Daryl. Check out my channel and you can see my life for $1,800 a month. I live a really good life for that. There you go. And Mona says, Mike, can you show me the landscape? Turn phone around. Sure. Going to show husband. Okay, and I'll show this side too. Yep, and we got the beach close to us, but can't see it because of all these trees. And let's see what else is in the comment. Limbo Card says, yo, bro, can I be a moderator like them? Who the heck is... Yeah, I'll turn you all Lomo, but I'm actually just doing temporaries in here. So I'm going to be turning some people off. I've been doing temporaries for people, and some people I forgot to turn off. But there you go, in case you want to do hooking up with other people here. Let's see. Oh, we may be going to Pasig soon to visit friends. Ah, see, you'll visit them. You know, Manila. You'll go to Manila for them, but you wouldn't go to Manila for me. All of a sudden, they're friends. Never spent that much there. Pasig. Hold on, Pasay. Yeah, Pasig. I hope I'm over that way soon. I don't know what day it's going to be, though. I'll check out your channel. And Mike says, yeah, approximately a year to get monetized. Yep, exactly. Thank you, ma'am. And it's just a little YouTube started it just to keep memories. Tina says, cool. And it's Shan Smile. Hey, how's it going, bro? Scotty says a lot has to do with algorithm. Yeah, I agree. Look, your highest viewed vids. Yep. Okay, do you have a channel, Scotty?
For the corn.
What's your channel?
For the corn, I gave her the 24 transaction.
Oh, okay. And let's see. What is your channel, Scotty34? Let's see. Daryl Q says, I guess depends on what life you want. A nice 5-star condo and eat well in BGC. Well, you know, I got a BGC playlist with all over BGC and the places to stay there. And can you do it for $3,000? I know I can, but that depends on you. You know, that depends on how crazy you're going to get. I think a lot of people, yeah. I think most people, yeah, 3,000 over in BGC. Most people. And I know I can. Yeah, definitely. Let's see. Thank you so much. You're welcome, Mona. Oh, you're fine. You're fine, Tommy. Quiet Expat says, I'm living a better life in the Philippines than I ever did in the U.S. for $1,700. There you go. Quiet Expat spends about $1,700, and I spend about somewhere between, I've been doing it for $300 to $400 lately. I had a budget of $300, but I've been going over it. So somewhere, a little bit over $300. Maybe $350, about $350, about $350 is what I've been spending lately. And that's me and my girlfriend. If you're just looking at me, then it is less than $300 that I've been spending. With my girlfriend, it's been more than $300. Let's see, who else? If anybody else wants to share. Quiet Expat says, I live better here than in the U.S. also. Yeah. And Mike Venus says, a lot less stress too. I've only been here for 4 months. I have no regrets. Will I do not coming sooner? Let's see. Mike Venus says they have an Airbnb for the next 2 weeks. It's Tita and Marie. Tita Marie and her husband. Oh, Tita Marie. Okay, Tita Marie. I was thinking Donnie and Marie and her husband. We will be staying with. Oh, okay, sweet. Congratulations, guys. Notification says please. Already did. What is it? My gosh. I know you are, but what am I? Hey, here you go. There's. And crap, I keep hitting all these clothes in the way.
Because you don't say still.
Well, it's hard to read some of these spots. Please, Scotty says, Scotty has nothing to show. Okay, I better hurry up. I'm behind. Okay, Mikey Venus says, BGC is more expensive than most places, but you have anything could want. Yeah, it's awesome. I got a lot of condos on there for BGC, a lot of the 8 places to go. As a matter of fact, I think I got one more video I got to put out for that area, so you can see even more soon. I don't think I put it out yet. I'm going to follow you. Tommy. Daryl Q says, where did you meet your girlfriend? Online. Yeah, originally I originally met her online, and then I met her at a mall. Yep. Cried Expat. Hey. Trying to get away from that freaking barking dog driving me crazy. Okay. Quiet Expat says, Daryl, we might be by accident. I wasn't even looking for a girl. Oh, okay. I'll let you read that. I just subscribed. Quiet Expat. Mook, what's up, Akash? How's it going, bro? Jack Rafasura, so hot today. Yo, long time no see. Hold on, Jake. Oh, yeah, Jake, how's it going, man? You're over in Bacol, right? How you doing? Yeah, it is starting to get hot over here in the Philippines. It is starting to get hot. I haven't turned the air conditioner on yet, but I might do it this month. Daryl Q says, you really live off $500 a month, or were you joking? No, I'm serious. I'm serious. You want to watch my videos where I talk about the budget and everything? Feel free. I don't understand why a lot of people don't watch these videos like that. They want to watch that other video that I just did. Will you shut up? Crap, I can't even think. That other video I did, the freaking scam video. I mean, I'm not into that kind of stupid crap, to be honest with you. I mean, I'm thinking, why wouldn't you want an education? Because that's what I try to focus my videos on, is trying to help people learn. I don't understand, everybody wants freaking drama and crazy stories and stuff, which I got that kind of stuff, but I don't know, man. I guess there's not enough people interested in trying to learn to come to the Philippines, I guess. I don't know. Let's see. Mike and Venus says, I wasn't looking either and was introduced to Venus by friends. She was an OFW also in Kuwait. We did LDR. So you had a blind date, basically. We did LDR for 2 years before we met in person. Long distance relationship. So she was over in Kuwait and you were in USA. That's what it sounds like. And then y'all finally met in the Philippines. Akash says, a guy fell from top of our building today. He was drunk. Bro, that's crazy. You never know, this is what I was talking about earlier with Ian, we never know when things are going to drastically change. That's why I live my life YOLO. You know, you only live once. So enjoy it, live it, have fun. I would not be doing YouTube. I wouldn't be holding a phone. I wouldn't be doing, concentrating on this crap. I would be out there having a good time if it was me. If I didn't need money, I wouldn't be thinking of it like, oh, you know, anyway. Daryl Q says, we love watching video scams and beautiful ladies. Yeah. Yeah, that's the problem with the world. The world has became so nonsensical. But I do some of that too. I'll watch some BS stuff too. I just don't watch much of it, you know. Jake says, doing good, man. Just about to take my second bath today and go back to work. It's super. Oh, did you get that job, Jake? I think you must be talking about a job that you got. I remember you talking about it. Hot today, dang, and it's not yet summer. Yeah, we're on the borderline. Scotty34 says, you can really live off of any amount there. It's all based on your lifestyle. Exactly. You know, before I used to live in Manila, I used to eat out and eat a lot. Now I stay here, I eat bread, I eat canned food, you know, cheap food. Or I'll go to McDonald's and maybe spend a couple of dollars and shut up. My God. Hello. I'm going to go back here and try to get away from the noise. I tell you what, this is what sucks about being poor. You're seeing it. You're seeing real life poor right now is having to deal with that kind of thing. You know. Let me close this other door too. Maybe it will help. You can really live, yeah, you're exactly right, Scotty. You can live off any amount. I mean, there's people out here living off the street, right, that don't have any money, and they just, you know, put their hand out and they get a little money, and then they can get a little bit of food to live. So yeah, you can live off of any life. It just depends on what do you want, you know? I knew someone that lived in a place that cost them $20 to rent, you know, so. Okay, felt from that is crazy story, Akash. I plan on reducing the budget quite a bit. Yeah. Akash says cops are here. It may be suicide too. It probably is. You know, probably sad and went up there. I mean, yeah. I mean, but this is the I mean, I can't say what I want to say, but this is something you learn from. Let's put it that way. Any kind of adversity that you have to deal with. I mean, I remember seeing this one girl get unalived that was in a car wreck in front of me, you know. Yeah. And the kid was right beside of her. Yeah. In the car. So, you know, that kind of adversity. Seeing that kid that was at McDonald's and how poor she was. Any kind of adversity makes you stronger. It makes you stronger. You know, as long as you can live through it. Mike Venus says, honestly, I originally planned to come to Philippines for 1 or 2 months. I didn't know that. But now been here for 2.5 years. I did not know that, Mike. Yeah, my story is a lot different. Daryl says, if you did a walkthrough video of the red light. Okay, Daryl, what you're talking about, dude, I've already done that, number one. Number two is, no, it's not that simple. Life is not that simple. Life is definitely not that simple. Number three is YouTube basically tried to demonetize that kind of thing. A lot of things like that. A lot of things that people do that you see, they don't even get money for. They put up this really crazy stuff on YouTube, but then advertisers don't want to advertise on their videos, and YouTube doesn't want to support it, and they don't even give them money. So you can do some crazy things on here and keep it on here and not get paid for it. There are people that do this, and it's ridiculous to me. I think there needs to be a reason for everything. But no, I've already done it. And I definitely didn't get, what is that, 20,000 views? No. Yeah, I went down to Angeles City and did my time down there. Arcast says, what happened to the dog? Who cares? Arcast. Dang. At least I don't have to hear it anymore. Jake says, yeah, bro. Thank you for asking, and thank you for remembering our conversation. Oh, that's awesome, man. Congratulations on your new job. Yeah, that is awesome, man. Mike Avina says, congratulations on the job. Afternoon. And Daryl Q says, barking dogs and loud roosters, country life at its finest. And I got a highway here that's loud as crap, too, that you're not hearing right now because I'm at the neighbor's house. This isn't where I live at. I'm just broke into their place, and they let me do it. Let's see. Brian says M2 McVenus. Brian, I need to read that my numbering system. There are now 4 of you I watch named Mike. Good golly, Miss Molly. Australian Brian's in the house. Hey man, how you doing? Good to see you. Android channel is back in the house. Hey man, what's up? How you doing? Let's see, Best Foods. The mayonnaise in Mindoro is called Best Foods. Yes, I think so. I'm going to say this, Android, to answer your question, there's different brands. I haven't seen Hellman's though. Actually, I was in the store yesterday to look for Hellman's, and they did not have Hellman's in the grocery store that I was at. Somebody said they got it up there in SNR, but they don't have it here. But yeah, they have different brands of mayonnaise here. Best Foods, I think, is one of them, I think. Let's see. Hey, Brian, you can call me MJ. Michael Johnson, I like your classes. Dude, anybody want to play a game? Actually, my battery's getting low, so. But I'll stay on here and everything. Stay on here for a while. Oh, if you haven't yet, double tap the screen to see if we can get to 30 likes since I've been on here for 2 hours. Let's see if we can make it happen. Let's go out and take a look at the scenery again. Have a good day, Sir Mike. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you for doing the super chat too. I appreciate that. You're awesome. Have a wonderful day, Mary. Booyah! Headed to the gym. Awesome. Stay safe. And yeah, don't overdo it. Hold on, I can't even read, man. Hellman's mayo is the best I've ever had. I like Duke's mayonnaise, Mike. I need to go head into the gym now. Love you. Love you too, Tommy. You stay awesome and safe too, man. Don't overthink things. Just enjoy your life, Tommy. Enjoy your life. Do whatever makes you happy, Mary says, thanks, Sir Mike. You too. Keep safe. You're welcome. And Android says, so much green. Green. What is green? So much green? I don't even know what green means, Android. You might have to explain it to me. What is that? So much green. Hey. Daryl Q says, what do you miss about the USA? Good steaks? Yeah. Yeah, I do. I mean, you can go to Texas Roadhouse here, Daryl. They have one over. They have some good steak places over in BGC, and they've got them at the malls. But man, for me to get to a Texas Roadhouse from here, that would take me all freaking day. You know, that would take me. Yeah, it'd probably take me like 12 hours to get up there. But yeah, that is what I miss, and I also miss some of the family I got back home. The family, steaks. Mm, that's really it, man. You know, a lot of people that used to be cool stopped. They just not cool, and I think they're all stressed out. I think they're all like stressed out, angry, mad, bitter. You know, and they're not cool anymore, like they used to be. The people I used to know in the U.S. that I was friends and family, some cool family I used to have, all that kind of stuff. No, even my daughter, she's got like this, sadness to her, but she is, we still talk. She's still loving. She's still caring. She's still wonderful because we're daughter and father and daughter. But she doesn't have the happiness over there in the U.S. She's 30 years old and she's not happy. Nobody's happy. My mother, same way. I don't know. Anyway, Hellman's and Best Foods are the same mayonnaise made by the same company. Oh, Unilever. Okay. Um, Joe Pa. That's Joe Pa. Oh, I didn't. Okay, I'm sorry. What's up, Joe Pa? How's it going, brother? Demo in Asia. Says, what island are you on? I'm on Mindoro. Scotty says Best Foods is Hellsman. Look it up. Yeah, Unilever. Yep, Unilever's huge, huge business. Mike Venus says I did not know the Best Foods. Okay. And Android says Joe Pa, that's correct. Anything with real mayonnaise, real eggs, that's what I eat as far as mayonnaise goes. As long as it has real eggs and real mayonnaise. Hellman's Duke's mayonnaise is my favorite though. They put a little spice in there, so they add some paprika in there. One is sold on the East Coast and the other on the West. Tom, I'm busy. Okay, I'm gonna have to zoom through this. So much green was when you showed over. Oh, okay, the balcony. Okay, I got you. Mike says, oh, thanks for letting us know about Best Foods. I can get good steaks here. Yeah, Mike's close to Manila. Plus, you probably have an SNR, right, Mike? Probably got an SNR close to you. You go buy the steaks from. And even if you don't, he's in a good area with a lot of people. I'm sure they sell good steaks here. Here where I'm at, nope. I'm in a small town area where where people don't have money, and so nobody's gonna be getting steak, basically. This is green. I got you, Tommy. The quiet expat says, Cash, I'm sorry, bro. I mean, like I said, sorry to hear about that, man. Stay strong, bro. I mean, this is something we learn from. Any kind of bad things we go through and see and all that kind of stuff is stuff we learn from. The quiet expat says, Daryl, I buy a whole ribeye for less than I can buy it in the U.S., so a good steak is not missed. Let's see. Mona says, agree, Android. Love the green. Mike Venus, Mike, I have the same situation. Friends and family are not the same as when I was there. Yeah, man, it's weird. It's like everybody's freaking upset over there in the U.S., man. And I don't want to harp on that too much, but anyway, Daryl Q says, so you have any single Filipino friends between the ages of? Yes, yes, I do, Daryl. Yes, I know somebody. I know two. I know two that are super nice, especially one. I know one very well. The other one I don't know too good. So Daryl, contact me, and I can tell you about them. You can, see the pictures, see what they look like, stuff like that, and tell you about them and all that kind of stuff. You can contact me at Mikey Mike PH on Facebook. Mikey Mike PH on Facebook. I got the link in my channel description. I'll be happy to help both of you guys. Yeah. Joe Pa says, I grew up with Hellman's, but now where I live, it's Best Foods. Yeah, one of them is always asking me, do you have somebody? Do you have somebody? The other one doesn't really ask. She just says she gives up. And I haven't met one of them in person. I have met the other one in person, but I haven't met the other one. And yeah, I know the one I met in person is man, she's just too nice. I mean, she was touring for me and my girlfriend. She gave us a little tour of like the waterfall area we went out to, and brought her. Rip it and sew it on. Let's see. Make your own egg. Yeah, that's the perfect way to do it right there. But I'm too lazy for that, Mona. Tommy says, "Don't end video, please." I'm trying not to. We still got 10% on my battery. Might plug in here in a little bit. Hellman's is available where I haven't seen Miracle Whip. Scotty says the reason why friends and family change is they are deep down jealous of you. I think that's part of it too, Scotty. I do. I think there's a lot of jealousy. I've mentioned this a few times. The average American is in debt $60,000. My mom, she's been wanting to come over here, but she's like, I can't afford to come. And I was, I had planned helping out her, and she passed it up, and now she's thinking, I should have came, and anyway. Mike and Venus says we have an SNR not too far, 30-minute drive. Android says my research with Best Foods has to do with calories. Menus has 90 calories. In South America, it's 37. Trying to find out how much in the Philippines. I mean, I think I've seen the Best Food one. You want me to just take a picture when I get in there and of that Best Food one and get it to you? Would that help you? Joe Pa says add a little white vinegar and some Dijon. Yeah, that sounds delicious, Joe Pa. Quiet Expat. I'm gonna try to catch up here, guys. So I'm gonna skip some of these messages here. Okay, Mike and Venus says, not familiar with that place, Bell Chris. I'm gonna live soon. You're gonna live today? Tommy Martinez? Oh, okay. And Daniel Park says, hi, Mike. I'm back. I'm eating bread pan right now. Yeah, I had some this morning, and I'm gonna have some tonight. The first time I've ever had it yesterday, and I really liked it, man. Matter of fact, I might go have some here soon. Let's see. I don't think I have any on me though. Got me thinking about it. Android says yes, yes. Please take a photo of the nutrition label. Thanks. Unilever substitutes water and cornstarch for oil and eggs in South America. Ooh, okay. Yeah. You can, once again, you can message me over in Messenger, Mikey Mike PH over there, and I can send you the picture that way. J Pa says, question Mike, how many expats make up the stories they share on YouTube? I've heard the number is quite high. I mean, the problem is I don't hang around a bunch of those people. You know, I don't watch a lot of the vloggers, and I don't really hang around a lot of vloggers and stuff. I'm going to tell you this, as far as how much honesty I feel from a lot of people over here is not very strong, you know, and I'm talking about foreigners. But at the same time, is it the same way with all people? You know, maybe it's not just foreigners, you know, is it the same way with all people in general? But as far as the stories that you hear from expats and vloggers, I don't know, because I don't really pay attention and know their stories. I do have a few that I've looked at and their stories and stuff like that. I think this, a lot of the stuff has been fabricated. The ones that I have seen, I think it's either been fabricated or there's jealousy. You know, where one will talk junk about the other. Either somebody's talking junk about the other because they have jealousy, or there's some that fabricate things. You know, some of these vloggers I've seen talk about, oh, I got this and that, and act like they are super wealthy, and then you find out they're staying in a very small apartment. You know, it's only cost them $300 a month, but they're not living a $5,000 life. You know, some of these guys, and they're just full of it. There's a lot of people that are full of it, but at the same time, you know, I sort of wonder, the locals, how full are they? I don't know. I haven't gotten to know locals that tight, you know. Now the girls, more on the girls' side, yeah, has been very close. So I can talk about more on that now that I think about it. They also like to present themselves as something they're not. You know, a lot of girls that I've met, yeah. So there you go. I think that's just human nature. I think it's human nature. Where are we at? I've never heard of this Bell Chris you're talking about. I've been to Landers, I've been to SNR, but I don't think I've ever been to Bell Chris. Single life isn't too bad. Yeah, you know, I agree with you, but I mean, you can find somebody that will treat you amazing, and I think probably both of these girls. Not familiar with that place, so yeah, message me on Messenger. What is bread pan? It's a bag of like chips. You know, it's not chips. You know, you have different bags of potato chips and so forth. And basically, it's like it's hard. It's sort of like garlic toast that is not soft inside of a bag, and it's small and it's very garlicky and it has a lot of flavor. It's a snack. You can pick them up at a grocery store. First time I had them was yesterday, and I usually don't like hard things like that, so I was surprised. But yeah, it was tasty and like melted in my mouth, kind of thing. You know, started off, you know, not soft and yeah, it's good, but still crunchy. It's got a crunchy taste to it too, though. I don't know, it's just good. Scotty says 80% besides Mike's. Oh, I appreciate that, Scotty. 80% are like that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can't tell you because I don't watch them, but Scotty apparently does. Rip it and sew it on. Sweet Mike. Daniel Park says, Mike and Venus, snack in Philippines. Joe, I think many do, but Mike as well as us. What you see is what you get. And Brian says, what kind of stories? Trying to speed up. Trying to get through these. Some of the stuff might be technically true, but how they, yeah. I mean, you can have some great, wild, amazing stories in here. I actually have those, and I haven't talked much about them. So you can definitely have it, but I just know personally some out here that are full of it. I mean, why would you put on your title that you need to have $6,000 or more to live here? That if you have $6,000 a month, you're not going to be able to afford Philippines. Why would you put that on your title? You know, and I don't know what the video said. Maybe the video was real. I mean, maybe he said, "Oh, I was just joking about the title." Then that makes sense. But if he says, "Yeah, you can't live here off of $6,000 a month the whole time," then he's full of it. You know. So I don't know. I don't know if y'all saw that or not, but anyway. Gotta go, brother. Nice to meet you. You too. Take care. We'll chat more. I'll shoot you a message. All right. Quiet Expat. And Mike Avina says, we try to be honest with everyone. We are not wealthy, and we don't try to exaggerate anything. Just so videos about our true lives. Yep. And, you know, Mike is awesome, but Venus is more awesome. I'll pick on Mike. Croutons. No, I mean, I don't like croutons. That's what I figured they would taste like, though, Mona. But, nah. You know, I need to eat one and eat the other and figure out what the difference is to really explain it. But I don't like croutons, but I do like the bread pan. And here's another thing, to be honest with you, most of the snacks here, I do not like. Most of them. Daryl Q says, I will only message you if I am serious. I am 47 and have 2 boys, waiting until retirement to travel overseas full time, just dreaming. I think you should talk to one of them at least, or you could talk to both of them and just build a friendship. And, you know, you ain't got to rush into anything, but just, you know, create a friendship, because even if you never see them or anything and y'all have that friendship, that would be cool, you know? And maybe you can help them find somebody if you're not interested. But anyway, Mike Venus says, I see, and guy looking for calories. 47. I said you are sweet because you are going to take pictures for Android. That is very nice of you. Yeah, it's not. I appreciate it. It's not that big of a deal though. 6,000 a month is ridiculous. Yeah. I mean, anyway, I don't know, bro. I can see to get the click, but somebody came to me and they thought that it was true. They're like, seriously, you can't live off of $6,000 a month in the Philippines? That's what they came to me and asked me. And I'm like, what the heck are you talking about? It was crazy. So I'm assuming this vlogger even said it in his video, I guess. I don't know. If it was just a thumbnail to try to get the click, I can understand because, you know, it's not easy to get clicks. It all depends on the lifestyle you lead. And the Quiet Expat says, I don't make up any of my lifestyle on YouTube. It's raw, it's honest. But yeah, there's a lot of them that make it out like it's Caribbean here. Yeah, and you see the van boys, which is okay. You know, I mean, as long as you understand both sides of the coin, you know, you can't just look at one group. Like the van boys, all they show is it's paradise over here, you know. Fine, if you want to see that side, you watch them. And then if you want to see reality, watch this one. And if you want to see farming, watch that person, you know, pig farming or whatever they're doing, you know, it just depends. But I actually, van boys, I like to watch. I like to watch those guys too. Now I think about it, I watch that on Facebook though. It's always short videos. That guy, he always trips me out because I feel like I'm watching the dude from, what's the name of that movie with Sean Penn in the movie, Fast Times at Ridgemont High. Yeah. But yeah, 6,000's over the top, exactly. Micah Venus says, I agree, Venus is more awesome. Joe Pa says, I'm married and don't drink. I don't think I could spend 6,000 a month in, let alone Angeles. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I bet you 90% of the people that are in BGC don't spend more than 3,000 a month. 90% of them. Now there is one place there that's pretty high though. Maybe we should say 80%. Let's see, what did it cost to fly from, say, Manila? I didn't do California, but I went from New York to Manila, and it cost me about $1,200 or $1,300. But I've done it twice, and the other time I think I paid $1,600. I can't remember, honestly. It's been so long ago, man. My memory is bad. I think right now you could probably do it for maybe 12. I mean, maybe 1,000. But now that they have this Iran thing, maybe the prices have gone higher. But I'd say anywhere between $1,000 to $2,000. And yeah, but that would be it wouldn't be a one-way, that's a two. Hold on, let me think. No, I needed one way. Anyway, I think it's between 1,000 and 2,000. Micah Venus says, yeah, 6,000 would be partying and eating fancy places all the time. Yeah, and girls too, right? I mean, I think even what you just said, I think it needs to be more than that. Daniel Park says, Mike, if you like cheesy snacks, you should try the Chiz Curls. Okay, I'll screenshot it. I'm not sure if I've tried that yet or not. Thank you, Daniel. Brian says, we're living on Station 1 of Baruch Guy. And me and my girl could spend 6,000 easily. Yeah, I mean, I think you could easily, right? I mean, you could go out there and buy a Lamborghini, whatever, but you could do it easily. But the point is, I think those, say BTC, I think 80%, got the dog barking again. I think 80% of the people in BTC spend less than $6,000 a month, even though they could do it. Daniel Park says, I could survive on 15 a day with $500 in the Philippines. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And maybe 12, me and my girlfriend, we'll say about $12 a day. So if it's $12 a day times 30, that's $360. This is the kind of life I live. Daniel Park is a Filipino. He's doing it for $15 a day. He's spending $500. He probably has more expenses than I do. I'm sure, he probably has to, maybe if he has to work, he has to always use transportation for that. Or maybe he goes out more than me. Plus, the place I live, I only have to pay for the electricity. And maybe he has to pay for a place. So I'm in a different situation. I'm spending about $300 to $400 a month. So about $350 now. Mike of Venus says, when I first came here, the home of Venus was under renovation, so we had to rent $88, man, that's amazing. And we have places here that are $100, it's so low cost. You said pig farm, a dig towards Mad Matt. Yeah, there's an exaggerator, right there. Yeah, the guy that was running around saying that what did he say? Hold on, let me think. He said that I was charging a bunch of money on my coaching. And signal. Yeah, I'm back. Let's see. Dinner is much cheaper. It said, wow, Brian. Let me see what Brian said. Brisbane to Manila. I can get it for $600 at the moment. $600 to $700. Yeah, there's some flights out there that are about $700. I've seen them. My problem is I hate planes, so I try not to take one where you have to stop and get on another plane, and that winds up costing me more money. And it's through Philippines Airlines. They're the only ones that do it. They come from USA all the way to Philippines without stopping. And because I hate planes, I don't want to get off the plane, get on another one, and go through the whole process again of take off, go down. So Yeah, they're more expensive, but it's quicker, and you only have to deal with one plane. And I have seen some that cost about $700 though. And that's been a while though. I don't know now. They might, like I said, they might be higher because of all the crazy drama that's going on now. That would be my guess because I heard gas prices are going up in the US. Mook, what are you grinding? What am I grinding? What are you talking about? Let's see. I just picked up a wafer while my battery died. I had to put it on the charger. Let's see what else is on here. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm getting a headache thinking about that creep that you were talking about because he's mentioned my name in his videos and freaking talking smack. And anyway, Scotty was talking about. Usually cost me $24 Australian for full clean. What the heck are you talking about? That flight is with Qantas direct flight. 7 hours from Brisbane. You were talking about from Brisbane? Where the heck is Brisbane? Eve. Where's Brisbane at? Brisbane. Brisbane. I don't know that. Oh, it's Australia. Okay, never mind. Never mind, it's Australia. That's pretty high, huh? I saw that price pop up. I mean, because Australia is not too far away from us. Yeah, I'll take some coffee. Let me see. What'd you say? $600? Wow. Yeah, I have seen some flights from US to here. You have to make some stops, at least one stop, and it'd be about $700. Yeah. Oh, you're in, okay, that's right. Yeah, you're in Brisbane. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I remember you saying that. For some reason, I'm thinking about Bismarck, North Dakota. And I'm thinking about buffaloes. Scotty says, didn't Mad Matt say something like it took him 1 month to get monetized, but now he has fizzled? Yeah, I mean, because I think a lot of people have seen that he's full of crap, you know? You're exactly right. He's like a preacher, man. He's like a slick preacher, slick, tricky preacher. And I think he does have some people that are freaking dog. Shut up. Well, you should stop it. If you don't want me to say shut up, you should stop it.
How can I stop a dog?
You don't know how? Here, you hold the phone. You do this, and I'll show you how. You got to give things attention. A lot of people don't understand. You got to give things attention. You give your kids attention. You give your animals attention. Stuff like that.
Ask for attention with dramatic.
And women, oh my God, don't give a woman attention. Don't give a woman. Nah, just kidding.
Shut up. Shut up.
Okay. So what were we talking about? I know, because y'all don't give it attention. They want attention from me all the time. All the time.
I don't like animals.
It's like you let somebody borrow money, then they want to come back and they want more money. Let's see. Scotty says, didn't he say something? Yeah. What I was going to say, that he does have a very tight following because he's got that accent from Philadelphia, the northern accent. A lot of people are in Philadelphia, a lot of people in New York, and they have that kind of mentality. So he does have a group that is going to stick by him, true blue and whatever you want to call it, you know. But a lot of people have also starting to see that he's full of crap. You know, some of the stuff he says, I think might be true, but I think some of it is not. You know, that's what I think. I think some of it's true, and that's what they tend to do. These lying liars is they create things that are true, and then they throw in some things that are not true, and you're supposed to believe everything they say. You know what I mean? Mona says, right before your phone died, I asked about dental and medical. Oh, okay. Get a dental cleaning. I got mine for $17, the dental cleaning. Now, Brian, I think he's talking about Boracay. So Boracay in the Philippines is higher, but still $24 is, yeah, that's a great price compared to USA. But Boracay is a more fancier area. Or it might be talking about Australia, I don't know. Because they have that healthcare, that universal healthcare over there. Or maybe they only have to pay a little bit. We'll see what Brian has to say, because I'm sure he's listening to me. Underrated God says, I appreciate that, man. I'm the man because y'all. You guys, bro. You guys, if, you know, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for everybody. You know. Scotty says, dang, Matt, I thought you were going to go turn her on your girl for that moment. Oh, yeah, Scotty, you just called me Matt, bro. Nah, man. What? Nothing. We're always fighting, bro. Let's see. Brian says, okay, about the same, because I am taking $8. Oh, okay. Holy moly, that is amazing prices. Wow. I'm moving stats. Sorry, I meant Mike, not Matt. Yeah, you insulted me, bro. Wise. Hey, Wise, man. How you doing? I haven't seen you in a long time. Good to see you. And Brian said 1,000. Oh, hold on, Brian. You spent 1,000 pesos? Yeah, that's what I spent, 1,000 pesos. It was... But actually, they took care of a filling too. They did the filling and the cleaning for 1,000 pesos, if I remember correctly. Ain't that what it cost? I think that's what it was. Or maybe only part of it was 1,000, maybe. Because I planned to just go there for the filling. Then they said, we'll do the cleaning like super cheap. And I was like, okay, throw that in too. You know. Anyway, it was very cheap. I know that. Yeah, it's ridiculously cheap out here. And I keep, say this, 70% cheaper in the Philippines than the U.S. Now, that does not mean your food's going to be 70% cheaper. It just means like an overall cost. You go to the haircut, go get your haircut for $1.50. Go get your massage for $3 or $4. Ride in a taxi cab for, say, $5, ride on in a jeepney for, say, 40 cents, 40, 50 cents, get you some ice cream at 7-Eleven for about 40 cents. Go to McDonald's and have a really nice meal for like $6, $5, $5 or $6 for a really nice one. Get you a cheap meal over there for about $2. And what else? I only talk about McDonald's because I don't have anything close to me but McDonald's except for a bunch of Philippine places. And there is one more American place, ain't there? No, just Jollibee. Okay. Yeah, that's the only American place I have over here. And if you want grocery prices, I got a playlist for cost of living that will show you when I go to the grocery store, and I come back and I go over all the prices for the groceries. And when I go out to restaurants, I show prices of that. Cost of living for my monthly costs. All that's in the playlist, cost of living playlist. You know, how much I'm paying on electricity and everything. Brian says, I always wait until I go there because dental is not free under our universal health care unless you put yourself on a waiting list. I bet you that's probably forever. Scotty says you can get a case and a half of Red Horse for 1,000 pesos. Yeah, what's more important, bro? Dental care or the Red Horse? I say the Red Horse. Nah, I'm just joking. I'm beyond jelly. Ouch. Sorry, Mona. Benitz Sabu, good afternoon, bro. Hey, man, how's it going? Oh, Wise, I'm sorry. Good, thank you. Yeah, good to see you. Good to see you guys. Yeah, it's been a while, Wise. Hello, my friend. How you doing? So what's new? Anything new? Everybody having a good day? Great day? Red Horse and Fireworks. You sound like Bama, bro. Scotty, is this Bama? Wise says, I was trying to follow you on Facebook, but can't find your name. Go to Mikey. I got a link. I got a link on my channel page. So you could click on that, or if you go to Mikey Mike PH. Yep. Mikey Mike PH. Who were you saying is a... I didn't use that terminology. As a matter of fact, I need to delete the bad stuff in here because we're kid friendly. But who did I say was a blank? Mad Matthew. Anyway, the guy's been talking junk about me. That's all I'm saying. And I'm trying not to really talk about that guy. Let's see. Hi, watching from Malalos, Bulacan.
Hey.
I did. Okay, I don't know him. Yeah, congratulations. Oh, thank you, babe. Maria, hey, welcome. How you doing? Dude, it's been about 3 hours now. Time for coffee. All right, Case, this morning. What's up? I'm great, sir. Thank you. Hey, Maria. Yeah, I remember seeing you. How you been? Been good? That's awesome. Wise says, yes, everyone is good. Brian says he is far right. Is he far right? I don't think he's far anything. I mean, he's just a liar, you know? I mean, anyway. No, I don't think he. I don't think he really talks about political stuff at all. I haven't. The thing is, I've only listened to him for about maybe 8 minutes. So I can't say if he talks about politics. I don't really know. Scotty says, I think Vulcan is where all the fireworks come from. Maria says, yes, sir. And so what's going on today? Anything interesting, Maria? Mike and Venus says, Mike getting some good watch hours today. I mean, here's the thing. What does it mean, though? It doesn't really help anything. Mike, tell me something. If this is helping, let me know, because I go into pay from like YouTube on these lives, and they give me like 5 cents, or they give me a penny, or sometimes they don't give me anything at all. I have never had more than 5 cents show up on my lives, and I've been thinking maybe I should talk to YouTube about this, So yeah, maybe we need to talk offline and help me figure it out. I don't know if we're supposed to be making any money through these lives or not. I don't know. But I have seen 5 cents. At least I got something. Now my videos are different. People watch the regular videos. I get paid through that. So, yeah, you got to tell me, Mike. Help a brother out. Liars are left and right. Yeah, I agree with that too, man. Let's see, not the one I was thinking then. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if he seems like he's probably right, but I don't know if he is or not. I think he's probably on the right side, probably. Anyway, how is your doctor doing? How's my doctor doing? I don't know. Haven't seen a doctor in a while since I left the U.S. on my second trip. Let's see. Maria says, I'm just sitting here for in a while. Did I see your live stream? Yeah, it's like 1:33 now, and I'm still on here. Been on here for like 3 hours. Watch hours are required. Yeah, but we have the 4,000 watch hours. Wait until you. I'm monetized, Mike. I've been monetized. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about turn on monetization. Yeah, I've turned on monetization too, and that's why I got 5 cents. Yeah. I'm already got the 4,000 watch hours. I'm already monetized. I've turned the monetization on. So I'm just wondering if I'm being screwed, and maybe I need to talk to the company about it. They don't screw me on my regular videos, but I think they might be screwing me on lives. Scotty says, Mike, is there a way to contact you? I think you're missing a lot about YouTube. Yeah, sure. I mean, Mikey Mike PH Messenger. You can contact me there. You'll get AdSense from Google. Make sure you have ad settings right. Yeah, I have it turned on. I went online and said, what I need to do, and I did what they said. We could talk on the side. Yeah, I think we should. Because if I'm supposed to be making more than 5 pennies for one of these live streams, I need to know. I would think so. I would think so, bro. Now, I make decent money on my regular videos. I do those as long as they get the views. But yeah, let's do that. Mike. Maybe Scotty has advice for both of us. Yeah. Yeah, we could do a group chat. on Messenger. Can you do video with that? I think you can do video with that, I believe. Get even more frustrated from ChatGPT. That's funny, man. Yeah, I will say AI has its good and has its bad. I remember I was using it last time. I was talking about chives, you know, the food. I was trying to figure out, is the green onions and chives the same thing? So I talked into the AI to find out, and it said archives, like thought I was talking about historical stuff. It's pretty funny right now, man. All that crazy stuff. Brian says no ads in live stream. Yeah, they do have ads in live stream, but I think it's like after the recording. You know what I mean? But even after recording, I'm getting a nickel. You know, when people go back and look at it. But yeah, like me and you talking right now, yeah, there's no ads right now. All about market. Marketing is huge. Yeah, that's true. I mean, the thing about me is I have no care about being rich, famous, money man, millionaire. I don't have any care about any of that. But I do care about just having a comfortable, normal life. You know, and that's why I do this, is just to have a regular, comfortable, normal life. If I really cared, if I was still like 35 years old and still trying to be number one, all that kind of crap, then yeah, then I would be thinking about, okay, marketing, do this, do that, blah, 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 and all this. Right now, I do a lot, though. I mean, I'm doing coaching for people, make money with the coaching, doing my live streams every day, and do videos almost every day, put out videos almost every day. And it takes a lot of thinking, you know, a lot of logical crap, and I'm a one-man show, so I'm doing all this by myself. I don't pay people for editing or anything like that. And I'm always learning to try to figure out better ways to do things that will save me time, save me money, and all sorts of stuff like that. But I don't care anything about being, what's his name? That young dude, PewDiePie. I don't care anything about being PewDiePie or Beast, yeah. But like I said, if I was in my 30s, I probably would though, because I was crazy motivated back then, bro. Now it's just like, hey man, I just want to relax. I'm like half retired now, bro. You know, it's like chill out here in nature at the beach out there and just enjoy life. Go for my beautiful walks and all this stuff. I don't want to be working my butt off on a tropical island. You know what I'm saying? You know, I have no care about that. I'm too old, bro. Let's see. But anyway, getting back to everything. I can't stay still though. You need for the try to catch up with everybody. Some advice, but I grew up in the 70s. Me too. I grew up 70s and 80s. I have ads in my live stream. Yep, exactly. Yeah, you can do that kind of thing. I just don't, you know, most of my YouTube is from my actual videos. It's not really my live streams. You know, I've got a lot of regular videos. I have done a lot of lives, but I don't do it. I do it a lot different than most people. You know, I just walk around and show stuff and all that kind of crap. Scotty says no messenger, just a simple phone guy, no social media platforms. Yeah, that's how I would live if I wasn't trying to make enough money to survive. I wouldn't care about any of this crap. I do like to watch YouTube though. I do, especially if I'm trying to learn something, you know, like how to fix my washing machine or something like that. But I like to watch some of the crap on there too. Wise says I wanted to contact, but go ahead, Wise. Let's see. Mike Avina says I have had people tell me something. I'm not sure, but anyway, yeah. Well, me and Mike, we talk offline every now and then. We'll have a talk. Anybody else? So, like I said, Mikey Mike PH. That's my messenger. MJ, that's why you make money then. Yeah, and Mike, I know Mike's focus is the live streams. My focus is the videos. And I figure Mike must be making some decent money on the live streams because that's where his focus is. But we haven't never really talked about money stuff. Mike says when I use other accounts, that is not my YouTube premium account. I have seen ads. Same here, Mike. Maybe things have changed. Hence, my wife works for 11 years after I retire. Yeah, I think we have the same kind of mentality, Brian. Mike Avina says, I lost my chat. Had to refresh. I'm not officially retired. Well, we're both in the old club, but we're not 60 yet. Me or Mike, the other Mike. Just stopped working for now. And Brian says the only reason I started my channel is just cause I got bored more than anything. Well, I don't know. I mean, I was gonna say she's working hard, but then again, you work hard too. Wise says, bro, you being good to me always. I want to be your good friend anywhere. Yeah, like I said, Mikey Mike PH is my messenger if anybody wants to talk. Brian says, I retired 5 years and I do not have a lot in some information due to early divorce. Sorry, bro. I have enough for a modest income. I get it, bro. Wise says, okay, let me see. Whew. Oh, man. Forgot. Somebody won an award, huh? Financing made easy? Oh, Doreen. Doreen got a certificate. I thought it was going to be Peppa. I'm going to see if I can do a walk. I need to get out for a while. Let's see. Well, it's only 7% though. I was going to try to do a walk on live, but my battery's not charged up enough. If I can get it charged up enough, I'll try to do a walk and showing Philippines areas. Let's see, do they celebrate San Juan by your area? I believe it's in June or July. Hey, Leo, they celebrate San Juan here? San Juan, you know that? Yeah.
Ito yung San Juan.
We're gonna have to go up the ladder.
San Juan. Manila ba yun?
Is that a no?
Not really in here, but she said it's in Manila.
No, they said not really here. Yeah. It's like a water cellar. Oh, I think I saw that online. Like throwing water on people. Right, Scotty? I think I've seen that before. I want to do that, bro. June or July? Yeah, I'll be over there. I should be over there. I should be in Manila by then. Yeah, matter of fact, I remember seeing that later, and I was thinking, oh, I missed out on that. I need to do it. Yeah, I got to remember. I got to remember to do that. I'll definitely do that. That will be fun. That's fun, isn't it? Isn't it? Licky, licky. See, that's the problem. You give them attention, they're going to want attention all the time. Right? Right, Licky? It's a pretty dog, though. Pretty, fluffy, beautiful dog. Pretty, fluffy, beautiful dog. Pretty, fluffy, beautiful dog. Too bad you just lick like crazy. Yeah, you're going to do that, Scotty? You're going to the San Juan in Manila? Scotty, I think you're the one that told me you're in Chicago? I just one dog there cause is dumb crude. Oh, okay. It's hard for me to understand what you just said, but I think you said I lost one dog because he chewed the extension cord. Dude, hold on. Are you saying that he unalived himself? Is that what you're saying? Right. I never heard of that. I grew up outside Chicago. Oh, okay. Live Kabatatawan through the Bayou. Oh, okay. Chicago and Kabatatawan. There's somebody that just said they're coming from over there. Trying to remember the name. Good guy. Light guy. Vibrational light. From Chicago. He's going to come here from Chicago. Yeah, John, exactly. Oh, that's sad that happened to the dog, bro. Yeah, you're right, Scotty. John. He seems like a really cool dude. Mike Venus from Illinois. Ottawa. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know where Ottawa. How far is that from Chicago? Oh, not too far. Okay. I remember you being up that way. I remember Mike being a Yankee and then coming down to Nashville and telling everybody he's a rebel. Starting to wear that flag. Maybe I can't say the flag because the country wanted to ban that, and then they wanted to ban the national one. Let's see. I get up in. Oh yeah, I've definitely heard of Joliet. I used to work for Caterpillar, and they are headquarters up there in Illinois. Can't remember the name of the town. Y'all probably remember the name of the town. I don't know if it's called. Might be Champaign, maybe. I don't know. But yeah, Caterpillar's from over there. I worked for them briefly. It was like 2 years. And then then they had this job opening that I wanted. I didn't get it, and I told them, I said, I was just straight up honest with them. I said, I'm gonna tell you what, if I don't get the job, I'm quitting. And they said, you're not getting the job. I said, okay, bye. You know, I like that, man. I don't put up with BS. It's like, you know, they gave the job to an engineer that worked there. They gave it to his son. Yeah, his son. Yeah. Yeah, and so that's the kind of crap I'm like, I'm not gonna put up with your mistreatment. Give it to the engineer's son instead of me, you know. And it's something that I've been studying, that kind of thing. Champagne South. Oh, okay. Let me see what people said. Yeah, I can't remember the exact place they're from. It might not have been Champagne. This was back when I was 31 years old. So it's been over 20 years ago. We used to go to Juliet. Not anymore. I believe they left. Oh, really? Caterpillar left? My dad worked for Cats. Oh, I didn't know that, Mike. Yeah, I mean, they were a good company, good benefits, good money, everything. But I had some friends that got promoted into like manager positions, and they asked me why I didn't do it, and I told them I didn't want to because we were a new factory, right? So as a new factory, we were the first people that got hired to work in assembly. And so we're out there working in assembly. It wasn't but 12 of us that started this factory up. The factory was making skid steer loaders. And I was going to school. And at the time, I think I had 1 degree, or might even had 2. I don't know. I think it was 1 or 2 degrees at the time. I got 3 degrees total. But so I was one of their first employees, you know. And so I decided when this marketing job came up that I wanted to apply for it and try to get it. And I was like, you know, I'm like, either I'm going to go do my own thing, do something different, because I was also working on computer repair at the time. And I was thinking about having a computer repair shop. And I didn't get the job. And I told them, I said before, you know, I'm like, either y'all gonna give me the job or I'm leaving. Yeah. Illinois is too crazy with the taxes. Yeah, I wouldn't want to live up there. I don't think I want to live in Pennsylvania or Illinois. And I know one guy that is Joe Pa. Yeah, Joe Pa in here. He's from Pennsylvania, but he lives down in New Mexico. But I think he's wise for leaving freaking Pennsylvania. I'd rather be in New Mexico myself. Okay. I wish I had a comfortable area here. I'm about ready for air conditioner. Ready for some air con. It's starting to get too hot. Hey. But you know what? I mean, I say Champagne might have been where Caterpillar came from, but I really don't think it was Champagne. I think it was somewhere else, but it was in Illinois. I remember that. But I didn't work in Illinois. No, I worked in North Carolina in the factory. The factory was in North Carolina. We got two factories down there. You need a hammock. A hammock to put on the trees. Mr. Pat says, you still going on your live mic? You still going on your live? Oh, okay. You're talking about Mr. Pat. You're talking about the other mic, I guess. No, you might. Live? I'm on my live. Yeah, I'm on my live right now. Are you talking about like a walk? Like a walking live? If you're talking about walking live, yeah, we can do that if you want. If you want me to. It's up to you. I spoke to you earlier, yes. You're asking if I'm going on my live, on your live. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it is the walk. That's what you're saying? I'm confused, man. Do you want me to go on a walk? If you do, I'll do it. Scotty, I don't know a lot of Tagalog. I'm trying to learn some, but I need, yeah, I don't know a lot. I'm gonna tell you what my mission. My mission after that girl ended things with me when I came over was to find a new girl, you know. So I took 200% of my time working on that for 2 years. And then after that, I started working on the YouTube thing, which has been 100% of my time. And, you know, besides a little bit of, you know, fun, me and my girlfriend that we have, but with those two things, that's it. And so I don't really have a lot of time for Tagalog, but yeah, I'm going to be actually incorporating that into my channel some too. I've done one video where I was learning Tagalog. I mean, it's not like a big hit, you know what I mean? People, they all want to see bigger, crazier things on when we do videos, but you know, it's a good way to learn and get some time on the channel. Let's see. Oh yeah, Mr. Pat. Yeah, this is still the same live. Yeah, it's been going 3.5 hours now. Yeah, 3.5 hours, Mr. Pat. Scotty says, say sip, sip, utan. You will like it. The last thing, sip, sip, utan. It doesn't, I don't know. Oh, is that how you say it? You will like it? Sip, sip, utan? The last thing I was trying to learn was, how much is this? Like, I know Magading Omaga, Magading Hapon, Magading Gabe. I know a lot of Spanish. I mean, I studied Spanish for a long time, and my wife, my ex-wife, was Spanish, so I know a lot of Spanish. Let's see. Scotty says, "No, it's bad. Your girl, well, no." Hold on, I think I've heard this before. Sip, sip of time. I think, yeah, I think it is bad, but it's okay. So, I mean, it is what it is. She's not in here. I don't know where the heck she is. Her sister's back here, but her sister hates me because I'm mean to her. There she is. I pick on her all the time. She's actually very funny. She's pretty awesome. but she's horrible at karaoke singing. She is horrible. And I hate coming over here and having to listen to the high pitch noise, you know? I mean, it's worse than that dog barking like crazy, you know? It's worse than that. Let's see. Learning all the bad words. I was outside one day and a bunch of these little kids ran up to me and they were teaching me stuff like that. That's what I remember. That was one of the things they said. They said, "Say that thing you just said." I'm like, whatever. I'll be your idiot for a while. It doesn't matter to me. As long as I get my coffee and my and my good times in the Philippines. But anyway, Mr. Pat says, "Oh, I missed it." Getting pretty chill in here. Hey, if you haven't yet, double tap the screen. Let's see if we can hit 30. And I do have super chat and super thanks now, all that kind of stuff. I also got a PayPal too set up. Anybody interested? Dude, oh, that was cold. Somebody, hey. Went from 29, 28, then it went back to 29. Anyway, we'll walk out here a little bit. I'm getting bored. Now it went back to 28.